Hello, everybody, and welcome to Republic City by Night. Yeah, I'm kind of upset about my drivers. You'd think that after Monday, where I had a huge problem with my drivers, that everything would be fine. But no, they're all broken again. But I fixed
It
them, so it's fine.
is it actually your drivers or is it Streamlabs OBS being dumb?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which again, I will say, I said this before the stream, but I'll say it now. It's weird that Streamlabs OBS does this, but it doesn't surprise me.
Anyway, I'm I'm a little salty, so as you do.
Yeah.
That's for me. I've just been working on work and uh, catching up on Inktober, which I'm still behind on because for some reason I decided that I'm going to do 90% of these full color. It's fine.
I feel that. I'm super behind because I'm like, I'm just gonna have a chill, low effort Inktober. And then like halfway through I'm just like, I'm gonna just put all these details in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to catch up, but that's because I don't have any other art projects.
I was gonna say you've just been doing it right.
It's literally because I don't have any other art projects. It's
I
the
mean,
only reason I'm doing
like I
it.
got commissions and stuff to do. It's whatevs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. How have you been doing, Estania, this last week? Like, I heard
I've
you.
been doing well. I've been doing really well.
Yeah.
Having a lot of fun in D&D. We just did that on Friday. I love Tomb of Annihilation. We just spent a couple of sessions back in Port Nyanzaru, so now we're getting ready to head back into the jungle with some new player characters because we had half of a TPK a little bit ago.
A half PK.
Yeah, a half PK. HPK, a partial PK.
PPK, good. How many tombs have you annihilated?
0.
Oh, okay.
Well, they've created some teams.
I was gonna say, there was one tomb that half
Damn.
annihilated us though.
Oh, okay.
So we did do this really cool thing where we all fought a golem on top of a bridge, and it was like way high challenge rating above us, and we all leveled there. That was when we dinged from 3 to 4, and we had just hit 3.
Jeez.
So that was good.
That is good.
Did you throw the golem into the river or whatever?
Yeah, I think that is end up how we defeated it. We blasted it with a bunch of magic, and then eventually it tumbled off the side and went all the way down into the bottom.
Perfect.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
I've also been playing Baldur's Gate again, replaying it. Oh man, it's such a nostalgia trip, and I love it.
Awesome.
Such menial tasks.
Kai, how was your thing that you had to run away to?
We did a great amount of work. We got together, the Camp Nerly organizing committee and Chief Owlbear as well. And we've got the next year lined up, and we're moving to a different camp that's going to be more accessible. So we're hoping to have some more people be able to show up, and but it unfortunately came together at the same time as this, so compromises had to be made. So.
Oh wait, I was muted. Great. Fair enough. Fair enough, as I was saying. I already complimented Brooks on his amazing shirt, which is all full of ice cream. It's so cute. I love
Stop. It's just my favorite shirt ever in the whole world that I got on sale. So stop.
it. Awesome. All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of our time since I already squandered a lot of it with technical difficulties. So I'm gonna hand the plate over to Saint since you're the GM.
Yeah, I am the GM. It's true. Maybe Bending Master? I don't know. I think we'll just keep it as GM for now. Oh god, I gotta do my sheer Shinobi voice. I did not write a summary for last time, but I will try to do it as much as I can on top of my head. Last time, and G-Dow Detectives in Republic City by Night. Our intrepid detectives got a new case from Seika. Her brother went missing, a Guo Min, member of the Terra Triad, who's kidnapped by dastardly members of Room 623, a chi-blocking organization who controls the streets of the Tiger Ward. Well, it went interestingly for our detectives. Where three of our daring members went into infiltrate a place, and they did pretty well, and then tried to follow a car, and somebody got hit with bolas. We'll get that in a second. And then they assaulted a mechanic shop, which was filled with chi blockers, and X is now captured. But that is not the end of this, for we're going to find out what happens next. Transition. We have the intro. We got all our theme music and stuff because we talked about that last time, and I totally need to rewatch it because I forgot what instruments y'all chose.
Drums.
Yeah, I know we had drums, we had saxophone, we had not the theremin because
Yes.
that was very important. I think we had a saxophone, a drums, a trumpet, and I don't know what the last one was. Was it guitar?
Xylophone.
Xylophone. Thank you. Yeah. I try. But yeah, so last time y'all were contracted by Seika, who is the daughter of Dao, who owes Dao's dumplings down the street to go find Guomin, her brother. You found Guomin. He's being kept prisoner in a mechanic shop over in the first block of the Tiger's Ward by room 623. Y'all tried breaking him out, but in the process, X got chi blocked and captured, and
then I ran away.
Yeah, Anzu just ran away. She ran away and traumatized out.
Yep.
Is it
Cool with that though. Totally cool with that.
Oh, also, Izumi chased a car with firebending, and she
It was
almost
very
caught up
cool.
to it. It was very, very cool, but then she ran into a building.
Yeah, I had to dodge some bolas, and then there was a building suddenly. I don't know where it came from. It just came out of nowhere.
But yeah, but the first thing we're actually doing, because some people need to heal and stuff, we're gonna do downtime stuff, but we're gonna start with payout and heat. So that's what you're supposed to start with in downtime. So the first thing we do is payoff. Y'all were being paid. Oh God, how much did I agree to? How much did we agree to?
All the money.
I think
12
it's
cred.
I think it was 4 coin.
I believe it was 4 coin.
Because
Yeah.
it was enough for one for each of us.
Yes. All right. So yeah, y'all get 4 coin. Small job, a strong knocks. So yeah, you can split that up however you want. And
1
you're
point for each of us.
One
Yeah.
each.
and you're not paying tithes to anybody because room 63 would be the people you'd be doing that to, but you were like, nah, screw
Fuck
them.
'em. Sorry.
I'll pay
that's not
tithes to
Korra
punching them in the
appropriate.
face.
Yeah.
Screw
So-
them.
Screw them. Yeah. Next thing is heat. Fun times. Because of some devil's bargains, y'all have +4 heat on this, on top of the heat that you're already going to get. So I'm actually open my downtime thing for this game and see if I
Dear
want
God!
It's fine because we take -2 heat on any legitimate cases we take.
It's true. So yeah, you're only gonna take +2 heat to this. For the heat overall, I think loud and chaotic high exposure 4 heat sounds about right.
So
Yeah.
then +2, so for 6 total.
6 total. This was not, in terms of additional heat, you did not destroy a train station or airship terminal. You didn't do massive property damage. Just some property damage.
Oh yeah.
Minor property damage.
This is not a high profile or well-connected target, and you're not at war with another faction, but this did happen on their turf. So that's another +1 heat. So 7 heat overall.
Okay, we're 2 away from a wanted level, guys.
Yep. Yep. So let me put that. It's in.
Starting off strong.
I'm
No.
taking care of it.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, 7 heat. Yeah, for chat, we're using the Blades terminology of coin. 1 coin is like a week's paycheck, basically. It'll probably be eventually renamed to 1 yuan, but yuan and coin and like normal money are not the same thing. But in this case, they're yeah. They're a little bit different. So, and the next thing is, after that, is entanglements, which I believe we agreed to do. I roll secretly. So, all right, I need to remind myself how to roll entanglements, because rolling entanglements in Scum works differently than in Blades.
Can I
Alright.
ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
How does gaining rep work? Like, do we have to do specific
Oh,
jobs to do that?
y'all get rep. So you automatically get rep, 2 rep per score by default, plus 1 rep per tier higher than the target is to you. You can also do specific scores to get rep instead of coin.
Okay.
So because room 63 is tier 2, you actually get 4 rep from this mission.
Cool.
Thank you for letting me know, because I should remember that.
Yeah, buddy.
Yay.
Yeah.
I like rep.
All right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this secretly. So this is gonna be a secret GM roll that nobody here is gonna be able to see.
Makes me nervous.
K01.
We
Okay.
don't make friends.
Let's see what we got. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like interesting is this is gonna be a great day. Interesting.
Well, so I'm gonna tell everybody, because this is me playtesting the game, what entanglement y'all got, just for ease of use. Oh wait, oh no, your heat's a lot higher. Oh, I was looking at the wrong heat level. Y'all have what, 7 heat right now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah, so my 2 choices for heat 6+ on this are copycat and flipped. Or flipped. I will tell you both what these are. Copycat, some individual or faction bites off more than they can chew in your name. Take over the mess they've created or lose 3 rep and let them fry. Or flipped, one of the PC's rivals arranges for one of your contacts, patrons, clients, or a group of your customers to switch allegiances to the heat on you. They're loyal to another faction now.
Oh.
Bijan kicks us out.
Second session.
Oh,
Actually, I think the thing that already copycat actually already kind of happened, because guess who's in jail?
Ooh.
It's X. You got imprisoned by room 63, remember?
oh wait, I'm in jail.
You're not in jail. You're in their jail. No, you're not. You're not. You weren't arrested by the cops. You were taken by room 63. It's
I'm
fine.
like, oh, they locked me up. Oh,
Yeah. We're gonna get to that, but I think, God, because this is like some individual or faction bites off more than you chew. Let me look at y'all's friends. Oh.
I know someone
Ooh.
who could flip.
Please do put a suggestion
Well,
out
wait,
there.
no, we're not actually friends. Never mind.
I have a feeling. So I will get to this. We'll do downtime activities, and I know who I'm gonna bring in and be like, hey, and y'all are gonna have to work to get them back. But the next part, our next thing for downtime, because that's our entanglement, is just downtime activities. So everybody's got two downtime activities, and we're gonna resolve X's first because X needs to get out of room 623's clutches.
Yeah, that could be helpful.
So
I guess.
X, you still have level 3 harm of being chi blocked, which I think so Scum and Villainy uses this, and I think this works for chi blocking because chi blocking is a temporary thing. Because the thing for chi blocking is that it's quick, precise strikes at pressure points.
it is.
And so it's not something that's permanent. Like, it's not as permanent as something like getting bashed in the face with a bat or like getting burned by firebending or whatever. So your chi blocking is going to automatically go down from level 3 chi block to level 2, like level 2 just battered. We'll say that. Oh, you already have battered. You're just
So do I take it as a full level 2 or like one slot in level 2?
one little SWAT in level 2. That's how
Alright.
it works. So you reduce it, and it's gonna not be called battered because you already have battered as a level 1 condition, level 1 harm. It's gonna be
There's the thing. Well, normal chi blockers are also dazed. If they're blocked, they've also been dazed.
yeah, dazed or dazed and confused. You know, it just can't be true. Yeah, just I'm trying to think of another like a synonym for bruised, basically, or battered, or like
Sore.
sore. Yeah. something like that. Yeah, sore, extremely sore, because
Yeah,
level 2
I'm
arm.
battered.
Yeah, you still have that level 1 battered, but in level 2 you have extremely sore.
I love it's like, it's okay, I'm only battered. I'm not extremely sore. Just a
Yeah.
little battered.
Look, we just have to come up with descriptions. It's fine. Yeah, battered is just like is on the outside. Extremely sore is like you feel it in your bones type of thing.
So much emotional
Oof.
damage. It's so much.
Also, there are emotions of Ren getting smacked in the face by Anzu with an umbrella.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk to her about that sometime soon.
You're gonna have to get out first, girl.
But yeah, so you're in jail right now, or you're in a prison. You wake up to like there's like a kind of super makeshift jail cell. Like they put up some like wooden barriers to make sure you don't just like move out. And you're like, I'm gonna try earthbending. It's like you just put your arm up and it just kind of flops. Just like you're still a bit chi blocked.
Oh gosh. Oh no, this is. Hey, can somebody? Hey, can I? Hey, I'm sorry about that. That wasn't cool on me. I've been through a lot, and it's been a rough day. Can I speak to somebody? Somebody?
Yeah. Somebody. And like it takes like a few seconds, but at the door you see looking down at you was that chi blocker you saw earlier. The one that you're fighting? Yeah, the big chi blocker.
Oh, I stand up a little bit, just like, back for round 2. All right, okay, all right, let's go. I'm good.
She's just she's a little bemused. Like she looks a little bemused, just like, nah, not today, but we got somebody here for you. I'll let her in.
Oh my God, thank you. Is it my mom? She's been writing me so much.
No, she opens the door and it's Ren, who looks like she's got a big welt on her head. She kind of just like staggers in a little bit. It's like, hey, X.
Ren, I come over and just try to hug her.
Yeah, and she's like she's like, oh, okay. She like
I pick her up.
You try to, but you're still chi blocked, so you're like get halfway there, and you're like, okay.
Ren. Oh God, Ren! Oh my God, I can't believe you're safe. Oh my God, Ren! Oh my God, what happened to your head?
I don't know. I got hit by somebody with an umbrella.
That look, Ren, what is happening here? Why are you running with them? No offense. Well, a little bit of offense because you hit me.
Remy just kind of shrugs, just like, look, you attacked us. You literally came through our front door. I don't know. I don't need to defend myself here. And she's like, I'm gonna leave you two to it. And she closes the door and walks away.
So I'm still here with Ren?
Yeah, you're still here with Ren.
Ren. I haven't spoken to you in years.
I mean, same here. You've been a little bit, off the grid, so to speak.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't, be followed around all the time. I was out trying to look for you. We was out here covering your tracks, and now I'm waking up and you're working with room 678. I'm a little confused right now.
I know. It's fine. She puts a hand on your shoulder. It's fine. Look, these people, they're good people. Like, we're doing good work here. It's just...
I like rub my cheeks on her hand and on my shoulder. I miss you so much.
Look, she takes away, just like, look, I'm gonna get you out of here, but you gotta know there's big stuff coming. Like, we
can both get out of here.
I can't. Look, Bima's got like, I don't like totally agree with him, but he's right. Like, the Triads being here, it's the last thing we want.
Freaking Triads, look.
Yeah, we're trying to teach people here how to defend themselves against the Triads. They're the ones who are doing everything wrong for this city, and I know you, look, you're a bender. Like for you, it's not as big a thing, but for me, for everybody else who's a non-bender, it's just
Man, but these are just as bad as people. Like they're getting into all these horrible things and all these stories I've heard about them. You don't need to be associated with that. Come back home. Come back to
have you ever come home to your apartment being on fire?
I think back to the time when Zumi stayed over and like
It's not my fault. I had a nightmare. Whatever.
I give you kind of question. Yes.
It's not something you want to, or having a wall torn out because some ganger thought, oh, I'm gonna be angry today. I'm just gonna rip out a wall from this apartment. Like, can't have that. And as much as you may have heard about us, a lot of it is not true. You know, with the equalists, they're all doing their big propaganda stuff.
Don't get me started on those freaking just. Can I do a study roll to see like how much of like this she believes is true? Like how much of like is she still withholding from me?
I don't think you have to do a roll for it. Ren like is like she's never been the most like closed person to you. She's definitely holding back a little bit, but that's because like she doesn't want to hurt you with being like, here are my opinions on this and you're wrong. Because she still cares about you a little bit.
I take her hand, just bring it, man. I don't want to lose you again. Please just come with me. We can leave all this behind. I miss you.
Yeah, she's just like kind of, she puts the other hand right there. It's just like, I know you miss me, but this is something I have to do. Anyway, I'm getting you out of here.
I kind of ruffle my hair a little bit to hide my face because I have a lot of hair, so I don't want to see like she like see me cry hard, but like I'm like, okay.
Look, we can talk this out. Just set up a meeting with Bima. We can get whatever his name, like points over to the other cell, whatever his name out of here. Like, it's obviously important enough that you came here, right?
Yeah, he's actually, we actually just took on, I think back to the time Azuna tells me stop saying too much. The kid is important, and we need to come to rescue him. His family misses him. Did I just take him with me right now?
She shakes her head, just like, can't.
Pretty please.
Sorry. She like opens doors, like, come on, otherwise you're gonna get chi blocked again. Kind of like a little smirk, just like, come on.
I like look like hairs on my back stand up and up her. Okay, all right. I make my way out.
Yeah, she escorts you out. There's a couple of looks from some of the other like you recognize a couple of people that you knocked out during that fight, and they kind of give you mean looks, just like, it's her again. Ugh.
Do I cross the big one again?
No, Remy went to do some other stuff.
I go, so when Ren walks me out, I try to offer her a kiss on top of her forehead.
She kind of like, she like leans away a little bit, just like, not now.
I understand.
Yeah. Here.
Be safe, please.
Yeah. Go down a street, you can catch a taxi there.
I think I'll walk. I take off my shoes and I just start walking.
She's like, suit yourself, and she turns around and goes back to her compatriots.
Were you even wearing shoes?
I imagine they brought my shoes with me.
Yeah, they gave you your shoes back because they're like, oh, these are yours. Here, take them. We're not going to keep your shoes.
That's fair.
My back pocket, barefoot. I am so like, I'm both confused and just heartbroken right now. And it's like, she's just so cold to me. And it's like, I'm not used to this.
Yep.
I need to go gamble. I need to go play some bets.
Yeah, let's do your first. What do you want? What would you like to do with your first downtime action?
Oh man, I'm already at level 2 harm though. I better go and like. Just, they're like a doctor I could go to. It's like.
Yeah, so everybody in downtime has 2 downtime actions. So you could clear your you could do your vice and recover if you'd like.
I think I'll do that because I'm also 1 stress away from a trauma.
Yeah, that would do it. So let's do your vice. Let's see you indulging your vice. Or actually no, let's see you recover because you probably need to recover before you go into a fighting ring. So recovery.
Could
The thing
help.
about recovery, is you need a healer. Does anybody have a friend a contact, that's a doctor or a healer?
I don't even have that as an option, so no.
Wow.
Nope.
Nobody.
I think you do actually, since you're a nemesis. Yeah, you do. Yomi, a back alley healer, is one of your contacts.
Yeah. One of my contacts, my friends is Luyang, and my nemesis, my.
They're all
Yeah.
your friends, though.
Oh, okay.
You know everybody in that list. You know everyone. You know at least know everybody. You might not be friends with them, but you're at least familiar with them.
Oh, then yeah. I'm going to the homie Yami.
Okay. Let's get some descriptions on Yomi. Since we haven't met Yomi yet.
Yami very much looks like Terry Crews.
Awesome.
Doesn't wear a shirt at all.
As you do when you're Terry Crews.
What's their pronouns?
He and him.
He him. Okay. He him.
Devoted father of 5.
Cool.
Single goatee with like bald with 1 ponytail coming to the back. And just the darkest, blackest skin you have seen in the Avatar universe. This man is like Wesley Snipes black.
Right.
Very hard black. So yeah, that's my description. And fit.
Mm-hmm.
All the homies, we all work out at the gym together. So yeah, we're all fit.
Cool. Fit. I just gotta write all these things down. Okay. Cool. Also gotta write that, of course, that he is a back alley healer, which also means, here's the question. Is he a waterbender or is he a doctor?
I focus on the. He's a waterbender from like the bayous.
Oh, he's a swamp waterbender?
Yeah.
He's a swamp bender? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
All
like
right.
in his time, he was like the only waterbender in his swamp that like learned like, oh wow, this liquid stuff heals, guys.
Hey y'all. He said,
No.
well, now I have to give him a southern accent.
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
I
good.
would lean hard on that Louisiana.
Right. I can't do just generic southeastern U.S. I can't do Louisiana super well, but I will try. So for Yomi, what district is Yomi in?
He's family of 5. I'm gonna say Midtown.
He's in Midtown. Oh, okay. He's done pretty well for himself then, from the sounds of it. Because Midtown is like Broadway, basically.
Oh, then second thought, scratch that. Little Water Tribe. Never mind.
Little Water Tribe? Okay, so you go up to you like take the train or the bus, you walk up to Little Water Tribe. He's again back alley healer, so there's like there's an alleyway that you go down, and like it's the back alley of a, let's see, what would it be? A machine
It's the
shop?
alley that you get to by going down a different alley.
Yes, and it's in the back of a machine shop, and you go downstairs, and Yomi is there.
I just tossed my head.
Yeah, he's shirtless, just like
Yomi.
X. Why, hello, I haven't seen you around here in a while.
Yomi, I'm hurt.
All right, get on the table. Like,
worst day. This day is just terrible.
He brings up like a big like bucket filled with like slightly dirty water, just like, all right, well, lay on your back and we'll get started. Where's it hurting?
Everywhere. It's just much day. I've been blocked by some all mask wearing douchebags.
He's just like, all right, calm down. I got this. And like he like starts doing like water. He starts water bending, which his water bending style is very different than most water benders you see. Because most water benders, it's like very fluid, lots of circles. And his is like a little bit like his is very like much a bit more mechanical. Like it looks a little bit more like earth bending, and it's because he's a swamp bender. All right, so for actual downtime things. I'm going to be your healer rolls, which is going to be me. So I'm going to roll for you, and we're going to see how much healing you get.
Come on.
All right, what is the quality of this back alley healer? It's at least 1, I think. He's not quality 0 because that would suck. He's not amazing, but he's not terrible either.
No, yeah, he's.
And he's only your friend, or he's only your contact. He's not your friend.
Yeah.
So we'll go with 1 dice. That sounds right. Tier 1 healer.
I thought everybody on your list would count as a friend for the purposes of the thing. It's just like your close friend.
Yeah. Then he, I guess 2 then, because he's helping it. He's helping a friend. So.
I got you.
Let's see notes. Recover. That's a 4. So on a 4, you get, how many things do you get? You get 2 segments in your recovery clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does this is this like scum and villainy? Is it also going to clear 1 harm or no?
No, it's blades for now.
Gotcha.
Mostly because I didn't know which to do, but yeah. Reduce each instance and then clear the clock. So yeah. So you get healed. You feel better, but it's like he's like when you get up, he's like, I don't put too much pressure on that leg right there. Otherwise, you're gonna be tipping right over.
Oh, Yomi, you're so amazing. Thank you so much. I just say go for a hug. He's like the only other big person that I can like without crouching down I can hug.
It's like, it's all right. And he's like about to like pat you on the back. He's like, wait a minute, no. You're still hurt. He's like, all right, you feel better now. Get some bed rest.
All right, you mind if I crash here for a minute?
Well, we might have one of those mechanics upstairs coming in a little bit, but sure.
Oh, thank you so much. So I'm gonna, since I didn't heal for much, I think instead of indulging in my vice, we all cool with me just kind of like try to heal up a little bit, or should I?
I mean, you can spend the coin that you just got to do another downtime action. So you can do another recovery and indulge your vice.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So I'll do another roll for him.
Gosh.
Another 2 dice to help you out.
Come on, Yomi, I believe in you.
Another 2. Yep. So it becomes full. So your battered goes away and your extremely sore just becomes sore. So now you only have level 1 harm.
All right, let's go, baby.
All right, and then for your vice, we're gonna have you indulge it first, and then we'll talk about what it looks like. So yeah, just write sore in level 1 harm, and then on your sheet there is an indulge vice button. Just press that. Don't add any extra dice or anything because you're not doing it with a friend. Actually. Hey, nice. Well done. All right, there you go. So yeah, you recover 6 stress. Let's talk about what this looks like. So yeah, you only have 2 stress now.
What this looks like. So, you know what? I'm heartbroken. The woman of my dreams just like cold shouldered me, left me on red. So I'm coming into a fight with like a lot of chip on my shoulder, and I said,
Right.
Give me the man who I have the worst odds with, and I want to make sure that they're a man. I don't want no one else. I want the biggest, strongest dude that I can fight right now.
Yeah, Liu Yang's just like, well, I already booked you against that person that was that guy that was 2 weight classes above you, remember?
Yeah.
You're gonna be fighting him in about I don't know, 15 minutes. So you should get down there.
I take a bottle real quick, Letterkenny style, and just drink it and just go for it.
Yeah, he just shouts after you. It's like, you got good odds for both of us. He just like walks down. But yeah, you fight this person who is two weight classes above you. This is like a big guy who was originally from the Earth Kingdom, like another big guy who was originally from the Earth Kingdom. He's ripped. He's got a braid that goes down to his butt. And he's just like are the fights you do like actual like fist fights, or are they earthbender fights, like bending fights?
I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna just say they're just regular fist fights.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So to complete the look, he has a handlebar mustache. He's like, come on, put him up, and he like does this, and and it just goes into a fight sequence. It's a fight montage, and you just bashing each other, and there are people in the background cheering. We see at one point, we see G in the background, kind of like looking on, just being like, "Huh, interesting," and like she goes over to Lu Yong and just like is doing the thing. Like you hear in the conversation, like, put 200 down for me, or and 100 down for our mutual friend. And Lu Yong's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. Do you win this fight? I think with a 6 you do.
Oh yeah, on 6.
I was gonna say yes. Probably if then your camera started to.
Yeah.
I think your camera voted that maybe you didn't. I don't know.
Yeah. How many rounds do you go before you win? 3?
I'm gonna go say 4.
4 rounds. Yeah, and this is like bare knuckle boxing. So this is the 15 rounds bare knuckle boxing, and you get him down in round 4. Like you go up and you just like you do a big haymaker and get him right across the chin, and he goes down, and they count him down, and you get yeah. There we go. That's your vice. Reminder that your vice is the gambling part, not the fighting part.
I'm pretty sure that Brooks mentioned that she always bets on herself.
This is true. She does. Yeah, she does. Yep.
Gives me that edge.
Yeah. You get out there, and Lu Yong's just like, here's your payout. Good job. Got us a lot of money tonight. Also, you're person we talked about. She was mighty impressed.
Call me when she's at the next one.
Uh-huh. So there we go. That's X's stuff.
Thank God.
Cool. Yeah. Does anybody know what they're going to do with their downtime activities? Because we can go with you first. Otherwise, I'll just choose one of you.
That's not me. Where's my character sheet? I don't need to reduce stress, so I was going to maybe reduce heat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a very good idea.
So
what are you doing to reduce heat?
I'm going out to dinner with Unsu so that we can have a little talk, and she can maybe spread some words around in the papers.
Yeah. You're on and off lover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's describe Yunsu a little bit, because we haven't seen her on screen yet.
No.
We do know that she works for the Truth Benders, and that she's a reporter. That's it.
So she definitely wears one of the little hats with a little press card in it.
Right, of course, yeah.
100%. I think she.
How transatlantic is her accent?
Very.
Oh.
You're welcome.
I will try my best.
Well, you've seen how well I've been doing, which is not, so. I keep trying. She's got her own accent, but it's not what I wanted it to be, but it's fine.
It's fine.
The point is that so Yusun, I think she's on the tall side. She's probably not quite 6 foot tall, but like a hair shy.
Is that with or without heels?
Let's go with,
Okay.
but still on the tall side.
Right.
She definitely wears heels. She probably also wears like, I don't think she wears like a suit like Anzu usually does. I think she probably more often will wear like dresses that
Is she a dress with a jacket person?
more like a little like more like a little shrug, like a little half jacket knitted thing, you know what I'm
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's got like
She's got that.
it's got like one button across the neckline, you know?
She has that like Elizabeth Comstock look a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
She's got long brown hair, usually worn down.
Okay.
Other than her press hat, which she's you can see her without that, but you know usually.
Right.
And like hazel eyes.
Cool.
'Cause...
Where are you eating?
Chunks.
Excellent. Amazing. Yeah, you get yourself. You have you get a table instead of one of the stools.
Yeah.
And Nijong, because he knows because he's a big old gossip.
Yeah.
He brings over a pot of tea, which you of course know is the most exquisite tea. The noodles are whatever, but the tea though.
I don't like tea though. That's the funny part.
Yeah, that's the funny part. What Yunsu does. Yeah, so he brings over this tea. He's just like, enjoy yourselves, and you gotta just he shuffles away, just being like, oh good, more grist for the rumor mill. So yeah, let's do. It sounds like a sway roll, trying to sway her or schmooze, even.
Schmooze.
Yeah, schmooze, because that's what we're doing this game. Schmooze, which is consort, not sway. Whatever, it's same thing.
And I get a bonus die because she's helping me.
Yeah, she wants to be convinced.
Well, I'm planting the seed and then she's doing the deed. Wait,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. See how much stress you can reduce.
Well, not stress, but
or heat.
Yeah, let's.
Because I
No, I'm real bad at this.
Yeah, so I think you start like talking and you say something about like you're like, hey, maybe you can take the heat off of us, and she's like, funny you should mention that, and she like goes into her bag and she pulls out a newspaper, and on the front is a picture of the street, and just like the title article under it is like mysterious meteor firebender, not firebender, Agni Kai's suspected ? Just like, I'd love to do you a favor, honey, but I can't do that. It's just a little bit too much heat on you,
Well, maybe you can just redirect it a little bit. That's all I'm asking for.
Look, I'll try, but I'm just one lonely reporter here. I can't do all of it. Gotta do some convincing and stuff, You dig?
I pour her a glass of tea and I like slide it across the table, and it's like, well, I can help you with one of those things. Lonely part.
Yeah, she chuckles, just like, I still need to do some convincing I still need some convincing regardless. But anyway. Yeah, so you only get one heat reduced.
It's not none.
It's not none. It's true.
It's not none.
I've taken it down.
Yeah, so now you only have 6 heat instead of 7. Good job. Congratulations. You did
Hooray.
it. Yeah, also my transatlantic accent, I was starting and then it just veered to Southern. It's fine.
That's my fault. I blame me.
Okay. What would you like to do with your other action, or should we move to somebody else first?
I was going to remember, that's Azumi's character sheet, not the crew character sheet. I was trying to remember what our training things were.
Insight and prowess.
Insight and prowess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could really use some prowess, so I'm going to train prowess.
Okay. You do. What do you do to train prowess?
Mm,
Do you drive the car around very quickly?
ooh, no. Uh, no. What I
'Cause you did
do
that.
is I work as a busser for Nijong.
Amazing. I love it. Yes. Yes, you just go. Yeah, you do it. You do it the next. I imagine you do it, later, not
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when your love is here.
After
Um,
our date.
right after your date. Yeah. Nijong is relishing. He is relishing that you're doing this, and he's just putting he's doing all of the things that he can to make it just a little bit more miserable for you.
Like I figured like this is half of the way that we pay our rent is just occasionally doing odd jobs for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Like,
and so I'm just like I have like a huge tray that is just like every plate from the entire
Yep.
restaurant and is just piled above my head.
yeah, and you come
How tiny you are.
and you come in and he points behind you, just like, you forgot one.
Right, and he's like, and I go to set down the huge tray, and he's like,
Nope.
and I go back and around. Beautiful. I love it.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So yeah, you get to train, get some XP in prowess. All right, so we have Izumi and Casca. We'll go with Izumi first because we're saving Casca for last to see what they did while everybody else was getting
Sure.
stressed. So yeah, Izumi, let's see what would you like to do?
The first thing I would like to do is insight training.
Okay, what are you doing for that? You do have the office and the headquarters, like, it makes sense, but what are you doing?
So I'm not the studious type,
No, you're not.
and that's not really what I'm about. So I think like I'm real mad at myself for like not spotting those bolas coming at me faster.
Right.
And so I'm doing a lot of like watching people from outside the window and trying to spot things.
Oh, okay.
And,
You're doing
like-
you're doing pointed people watching.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool. You give yourself an objective, be like, find somebody with like a silver pocket watch or whatever. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
and then I
Okay.
just like look until I can see it, then I'm just like there.
Yeah. Cool.
So that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Does anybody are you doing this by yourself?
Probably like
Okay.
I'm in the office. I'm still covered in bandages. No one like no one's come back yet.
Mhm.
Are you
And
like?
so it's just like I'm waiting while the time is passing. I'm like really antsy because I'm like worried about everyone, and so I'm just like this is kind of like a way for me to focus all that nervous energy.
You're
Right.
just
Wait
rear
for me.
windowing this thing where you're sitting on the couch and like peering out a window.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I have an idea for something, but I would like to know what your other downtime activity is first.
I want to heal, but that's gonna have to wait till X comes back. 'Cause
Okay.
X knows the doctor.
Right. So I actually have a thing for you, which is
Okay.
going to be attached to your entanglement.
Okay.
You're doing your people watching, and you're focused on the street, just being like, all right, you're looking for somebody with gold brocade or something. I don't know.
Sure.
And the door opens and you don't hear it, but there's somebody knocks on the door after they open it.
I whip around to look.
Yeah, it's Zhu, the beat cop that you're all friends with.
Oh.
That's your crew contact. You haven't seen him in like a bit. Oh, I didn't actually give his pronouns will be he him because I didn't actually give him pronouns. He's actually wearing his uniform. So there's for people who have seen the show, the Republic City Police Department is made up of two main departments. There are the normal police, which Zhu is a part of, and there are the metal bending police, who are the ones who look like the Daily, and are all the ones with the they ride around on zeppelins and shoot metal wires at people. He's not one of those. But yeah, he knocks. He's a man in his late 20s. He has no facial hair. He's like wearing his full uniform, which is green. Um, it's like usually the Republic City police uniforms are like gray, but his is green because he's in Kyoshi Town. And he has like short cropped hair that you can't really see because it's mostly under his hat. And he's like wearing like one of the things he's very fastidious about are his boots. He always keeps his boots nice and shiny. So if you see him on the street, you can recognize it because he's got those like really, really nice polished boots. Yeah, he
have bootstraps, would they?
No, they wouldn't. They're more like military style, like boots that you pull on rather than strap it, like tie in. But he says, "Someone else here?"
Someone else? What do you mean? Jill, what are you doing here?
Oh, I wanted to talk to the crew, but I guess you're the only one here, so let's just yeah. Can I take a seat?
Yeah. I stand up. I wince a little bit because I'm still bruised, and I grab the good chair and I offer it to him.
Yeah, he sits down in it and he says, "Thanks. I've had a day, but I have some news. It's kind of important for Gil."
I sit down on the desk. I just kind of brace myself for the news.
Central's been getting a bit more antsy about the triads in Kyoshi Town. They know they know that the crystals and Terra gearing up for some big war or something. So I'm being transferred.
Wait, what? Transferred?
Mm-hmm.
To where?
Central, downtown. They're putting me at a desk for a few months.
I'm just like shocked. I don't know what to say to that.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I thought you should all know. And I saw you in the papers, and he gets out the same paper that Anzu saw.
I'm just like wincing, like.
You know, I knew you were a good firebender, but that's, keep it on the anyway. But I thought you all should know. I like you all, but I'm gonna be in downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to visit, but I think I'll be busy. And he gets up, takes his hat. Feel better. Tell the rest of the crew. And he turns around. He places his cap back on. I'll be back at some point. And he walks out.
I don't like this.
Yeah, this is what happens when one of your people gets flipped.
Yikes.
Yeah, to tell you the full mechanical thing, because I need to do this for myself. He's been flipped from you back to the Republic City Police Department.
So he's not more loyal to them than to helping us.
Yeah.
So should we untick him?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. But to get him back, would we have to do downtime actions and a project to try to basically win his favor back? Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And you still have all the this is flipped really sucks. Like the Heat 6+ stuff really sucks. Because it's the opposite. Scum and Villainy, it's based on when your wanted levels are. Blades, it's based on what your heat is. You can have really high wanted levels, but if you keep your heat low, the consequences aren't too bad. Whereas in Blades, whereas in Scum, as long as you keep your wanted level low, your entanglements are never too bad. It's the interesting dichotomy between the two.
The duality of tabletop.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, mostly because I was like, contacts or friends, it's like there aren't too many people, but that was one that was that would be affected by what just happened, because the triads are involved with what y'all are doing right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't want to suggest you, but it makes sense.
I had ideas. All right, so yeah, let's do some. You want to recover? X, you show back up at the office at some point, because
Oh my god.
X. And I like get up and I run to hug you, and then I just like wince and I stop. I'm like, ow, 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 ow.
I pick you up. It's like it's okay. It's okay. Let me just lay you. I lay them back down on the couch, and I just leaned back on the desk. I saw Ren.
She's.
You remember Ren, right? You.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Ren. She was just so gorgeous. Oh
How
my
did
God.
you get out of there? Where's Anzu?
That little witch. Where is she? Yeah, good question.
Anzu, right now we cut to Anzu doing bussing and Nijong shouting just like, "You missed another one." We cut back up.
But
Like, I was there, like, when you walked through the restaurant, like, I was in the back, and, like, you missed seeing me there, like, by 2 seconds.
Not get my hands on that 4 foot. No good.
X, tell me what happened.
Okay, so I'll tell you what really happened. Okay, so we decided to go to the mechanic shop. Now, Anzu wanted to just, blow everything up. I suggested that we do it slightly. So we compromised, and I decided to, she suggested that I blow the door down. And so I kicked the door down, and I took on like 17 people at once, all chi blockers, all coming at me. Anzu, I had to defend her so many times. And I think Anzu was like jealous because she then saw my girlfriend and then saw Ren and then hit her with an umbrella and ran off. And I'm still dealing with that, but I decided to push forward, and then 3 big chi blockers just jumped me. And it was insane. I held them down. I took down 2, and there's only one who's still standing, who was just. And then she tried to flirt with me, which I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, when you got it, you got it. But it was, and then I got locked up. Anzu, I'm hoping that she escaped, but Ren only let me go, and our case is still there. I know exactly where they are. They're in like a mechanic shop. So Ren is with room 62.8. I cried. She wouldn't. She.
It'll be okay, X. It's gonna be okay. I'm just like patting you on the back as you're crying. X, do you still know that waterbender? That healer?
Oh, Yomi. Yeah, Yomi, he's doing good. I love him. He's great. He's such a great guy. I mean,
if we're gonna get Gomen out, and I hesitate and I say, and try to get Ren out. I am gonna need to see him. Can you take me there?
Oh, okay. And if I find Anzu, oh my God, I'm gonna destroy her. I pick you up. How do you want it? Over my shoulder or carriage style?
Let's do carriage style.
Okay, carriage style it is. And then I open the window and jump out.
Okay. Excellent. Once again, missing Anzu, who's inside Nijong's right now.
Yeah. That's good,
Perfect.
because if I saw her first, I was gonna be like, okay, let's go, it's this way.
Yep.
So can I add something to that?
Yeah, please do.
Just under the window is a large truck. So you just jump onto the top of the truck,
Yes.
and then you jump down.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love it. Perfect.
Not have thought of that. Excellent.
Yeah.
No, I know, but the truck is mine, so I just want to go ahead and get it
Oh,
established.
oh, this is important. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll get
I
to that.
recognize that's your truck.
No.
Okay.
All right. So so y'all head back over to Little Water Tribe. Izumi, have you ever been here before? Like to this like
No.
at back alley? Okay. So yeah, you meet this like very large, very muscular, shirtless man, who you must assume is Yomi.
Very sure.
Yeah.
He's like, and he greets you with just like, back again.
I brought another one.
Oh,
Hi.
right. Hello, my name's Yomi. Please get on the table.
I'm Izumi. I'm X's friend. I say as I get up on the table.
It's like, all right. Well, have you ever been had some water, genuine swamp bend healing? Because you're about to. Please lie down on your back. We're gonna get started. Where's it hurt most?
Everywhere.
You sound exactly like X. No wonder you're her friend. He just starts here swamp doing the water bending. All right, I'm gonna roll for him. He has 1 die because he is not your friend.
But I do have a friend with me.
I like perch up. I mentioned to Yomi, isn't she almost the same age as one of your daughters too?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, because you brought X with you, you got X to introduce you. Then yeah, I'll give it. It's just like,
Yay.
Saying that right now, you sound about right. Let's see. And he starts kind of reminiscing about his family, about his children. All right, and this is a recover roll.
Another.
He's just getting 4s. So many 4s. So yeah, that's 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So he does it. It's the same thing where you like get up, you feel a bit better. You're just like, all right, now watch it with that ankle. We don't want that to get rolled now, do we?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you later, X.
She's just the sweetest thing, Yomi. You really got to introduce her to your daughters. I know that they're doing their school thing, but I think they would really get along.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of them are upstairs right now in their machine shop, so you can go visit them if you want. But I got an appointment here in about like I don't know, a few ticks. So y'all guess you get on out here.
Much love, Yomi. Much love. Mwah, mwah.
My accent for him is just getting more and more. It's just getting further and further.
It's amazing.
You know what? It's beautiful.
I love it.
Don't
It's
worry
great.
about it.
It's a fun time. Subject. All right. Would you like to do anything else? Because those are 2, but
I'm gonna wait and see what Casca's up to.
All right, Casca.
Yeah.
So, Torch, what have you been up to all this time?
So, this is how I imagined things go down.
Okay.
So, this is the part of the TV show where, like, you start seeing the events that occurred before, but then, like, you're like, meanwhile, and you know that this is going on simultaneously or whatever. So, I was getting information from the Red Monsoons, and and I got a date lined up, and I'm pretty happy. So I'm walking back, and I get back to the crew headquarters, and I put my feet up on the desk, and I've got my cards. I'm just putting them back and forth, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting.
Yeah, the first person you would actually see coming back would be Izumi, because Izumi had to.
So I'm not going to be there because we didn't narrate me into any of those scenes.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I've made a decision to take the cred that we have and go and get stuff for our headquarters.
Oh, okay.
So I head into downtown or wherever the stop is, and a big truck full of stuff is going to show up, and I'm going to unload it.
Excellent.
And that truck pulls up, and an earthbender jumps on top of it and runs off. But in the end, like mechanically, I'm spending my cred, not the crew.
The crews. You're spending your own coin to do a. It's not an acquire. Is it an acquire asset, or are you trying to do?
I don't. How do we improve the crew?
So if you want to improve the crew directly, you need to get the crew leveled. Let me open up the crew sheet. So in order to actually get stuff for you, y'all are really close to, like, you don't have too much more XP to actually go and get like layer upgrades and stuff. But what you can do, other than doing that, than leveling, is you can either acquire an asset or do a long-term project, depending on what you would like to get.
Okay.
And that coin would probably be because you can spend coin to increase the quality of the asset you get if you do acquire asset, or to improve your result for the long-term project.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what it says for Blades. It says gain temporary use of an asset, one special item or set of common items, enough for a gang of your tier scale, a cohort, an expert or gang, a vehicle, or a service, like transfer from a smuggler or a driver, use of a warehouse or temporary storage, legal representation, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be more like a long-term project.
Yeah.
To, like.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want this office to be better for bringing in clientele.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's start a long-term project. So going on shoot and starting clock.
Okay.
Let's make it so this is just going to be like making expanding the office, basically.
More chairs.
Yeah, we'll call the project expanding the headquarters, or expanding the office. We'll make it I think it's only going to be a 6 clock. Because especially if you're spending coin on it, it's definitely not going to be as difficult. You're just like, here, I'm gonna pay a bunch of yuan to like get upgrades. Yeah, actual chairs and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, let's figure out what action you're doing for this.
So, finagle.
Either finagle or schmooze. It's a question of, are you using your connections to get access to these resources, or are you going directly to somebody and being like, hey, you should, like, are you gonna go like try to get a sponsor, or are you gonna go to like use your resources from being in the underworld, or like go to the people up in Little Water Tribe and be like, hey, can we get like do a charity drive, that kind of thing?
Sure. My character sheet has Selene, a contractor.
Yes, you do have a contractor. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I can get old office stuff that they're not using anymore.
Yes, you totally can from Selene. Yeah, let's talk about Selene. Like, we're gonna have a scene here, and it's definitely gonna be schmooze because you're using your connections to do this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Selene for a little bit because we actually have not met them. All right, so Selene. So I guess oops, that's not good. Whoops. All right, Selene. So they're a contractor. What are their pronouns? And then we'll go from there. And where do they live?
Did we establish them during my backstory creation? Okay, all right. So, let me bring up the map.
Yeah. If they're a contractor, it depends on where they what part of town they generally work in. They'll be a contractor for, but the place that's having the most construction right now, like a lot of like new construction because it's an up and coming place, is Roku Heights.
Right.
But he might not necessarily live there. He might be like living downtown or something. So
how about, since I'm going to be gone for a long time, either Dragon Flats or Phoenix District?
Okay, yeah. So Dragon Flats is like Dragon Flats just has like is a like lower class district with a lot of non-benders in it, and Phoenix District is like the docks and like a lot of industrial warehouses and stuff like that.
Okay.
There are people who live in the Phoenix District, but like, you know.
Yeah, let's do Dragon Flats then.
Okay, Dragon Flats, cool.
Yeah, him's fine.
Cool. Him lives in Dragon Flats.
So I take the train, I guess.
Yeah, you take Republic City has a network of streetcars that connects the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, you take the streetcar over there. Yeah, his place, he actually you go to his office. He lives there, but he also has his office. His office is like on a third floor. He works with like a bunch of other people. They're part of a larger company that's under that's one of the like subsidiaries of KUM Enterprises.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down because I just realized it's a good idea. And he himself is a man in his probably in his 30s. He generally wears brown suits. He's about medium height. He keeps his hair quite nice. Like he's starting to have a little bit of pompadour, because he's going for a new style. He's got brown eyes.
Never before seen style.
In my head, he has the frame of Chris Farley. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier that he's starting to try to get a pompadour. It's
Right.
very funny.
But he's got that jacket thing going on. You know?
He's got that jacket thing going on. But yeah, you go to him and let's see how it goes. Let's roll some schmooze. So
Okay.
this is going to be a fortune roll. You're going to get +1 because this is one of your contacts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Character sheets. Fortune. I've got a schmooze of 2, so this would be 3. You're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we'll see how well you do on this project.
Yeah. Survey says
5. Okay, that's pretty good.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. So on a 5, you get 2 segments. You can spend coin to make it 3 if you would like, or you can work on it again as a separate action.
Well, I guess I was. Yeah, so I think I narrated I'm spending coins, so I think that's how it gets used then.
Okay, so yeah, you'll make it so you upgrade it to be 3 segments.
Okay, all right, perfect. And it's a 6-segment clock, right?
6-segment clock, yeah. So you're halfway there.
Halfway there, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, you go, you talk, you ask him about like old office supplies, and he's just like, you know what? Yeah, we just had a warehouse that cleared out. You know what? How about you get some of it? You're gonna splash a little bit of cash around? I don't see why we couldn't. We'll get the deliveries out in the morning. You know, you're over at Tiger Ward. We don't do a lot of work over there anymore, but Roku Heights, oh boy, they got a lot of construction going. I'll tell you, a lot of construction. But if you ever need any breaking down some walls and new rooms, you just let me know. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And he gives you a big pat on the back, which is like a big meaty hand, just like, all right, it's always good seeing you, Torch. Now, again, I need you to sign for this, actually. He like gets up a clipboard, just like, I do need you to sign these, because of course this is official business and all, so. But I'll see you later, I imagine.
Yeah, but one last thing, I'm like, by the way, I'm signing the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer with the Monsoons.
He's just like, he gives you finger guns back. It's just like, that is good news. Actual official business is always better for us, believe me, especially with what corporate's been doing.
Right. So I give him one of our. I'm sure we got maybe some business cards made, but we've only got the freebies that they gave us as the.
Yeah, he takes this like, detectives. Ah, that's a new line of work.
Official detectives.
Oh, he doesn't see the asterisks, of course. He's just like, oh, you know, I will ask you about them at the next game I go to, because, you know, you got the Deer Dogs. Oh, they were my team until they unfair what happened to them.
I feel your pain.
The Deer Dogs were the best, and then the Federation just kicked them out. I can't believe it. Just like smacks both hands into the desk, just like, can't believe it.
In the back of my head, I'm like, I've really got to get up on these sports things we're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, so he just like places it in his front pocket, just like, again, see you tomorrow. I mean, I won't, but the truck will.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Gives you finger guns again, just like,
right.
He'll see you later, Torch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. Oh my god. I just saw this picture. Chris Farley with a pompadour. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, what would you like to do with your other action?
So what I would like to do is to try to establish a new crew contact, but I think I would do that after I learned that we've lost a crew contact.
Yeah, so let's bring everybody together. I think everybody meets up eventually. Like it's after like the it's after we've done the second time y'all went to Yomi. Everybody comes back and like everybody comes back. So Anzu, Izumi, and X, you all come back to an office with just boxes and more chairs than you've ever seen in this office.
Where did all this come from?
I don't know, but I can finally sit.
Azumi sits down on a box.
I do that at home.
Yeah, Casca, I imagine you're there. Are you sitting like on the desk or?
I was off in a side room, like unpacking stuff.
Right.
And so I pop out finally. So where's everybody been?
I'm covered in bandages and bruises, and I just kind of weakly wave at you.
I'm staring daggers at Anzu, not even acknowledging that there was a question even asked.
I'm ignoring you very hard. So yeah, I kind of turn to Casca and I'm like, well, we found him, but it's not gonna be quite as easy as we thought. And X, I am so glad to see you.
Oh, you are. So glad to see you. You want to explain to me why you, I don't know, bashed the love of my life's face?
Before you answer, a delivery person comes to you, Casca, is just like, we're all done here. We're gonna go.
You should.
Yeah,
Oh, you can stay to watch this. You can stay to watch this.
They're just like, no, we're good. We have another delivery to do, and like she like puts her hands up, just like, all right, we're gonna go, and like her and a couple of other delivery people just walk out, just like, nope, we're out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all. Yeah, but like I kind of like I wait while that goes down, and then I just kind of like look at X, and I'm like, I did what needed to be done for this case.
So we just bashing folks' heads in for the case? That's what we do now.
I straight up, I'm like, you're one to talk. What you did to Goro?
Okay, if I recall correctly, we don't know Goro.
Excuse you, Goro is my former teammate.
Well, he was wearing a mask, and I didn't see that. Ren was not wearing a mask. We all saw Ren's face, that gorgeous, beautiful face that just kissed by the sun. That's just so amazing. Hey, don't try to distract me.
She's not that into you.
I just kind of went.
A little bit of the walls start shaking a little bit.
I'm not gonna baby her.
I'm sorry. Would you like to repeat that?
I've been telling you for a very long time that this obsession that you have it's not healthy, X.
It's not an obsession. She has very much said that she cared about me. You don't hit people in the face that we care about.
I very tactfully took her out of the fight before she could get any further hurt. And before you could get any further hurt, and I don't mean physically.
I want to hear it.
All right, next time we see her, and I won't touch her. When she punches you in the face, then we'll really know. And I just like step back and like I'm done.
I want to hear I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, so I'm not going to say it.
Well, you did kind of say it, so I'm gonna take it. So I forgive you. And I come to hug you.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
So X is now fine. So
While this is going on, I think I'm just like looking helplessly at Casca. Like, I'm sorry, I don't. And then while X is now hugging Anzu and it's like kind of over, I say, so we found Goman.
Uh-huh.
he's actually right next to me.
He's being held by room 623.
Ooh.
Yeah. Turns out he's a member of one of the triads.
Okay.
So we gotta get him out.
Speaking of Goman, X is like, after the fury of like hearing Anzu's apology, quote unquote, Goman, your teammate, did anybody pick
Goro.
up?
Goro's my teammate.
Goro, did anybody pick up that one fella, Goro?
You just left him there?
Wait,
You
that
just
was
left him there?
who is Eliason? I didn't even hear about this.
I stand up and I'm like, I leave.
Wait, hold on there.
I run after her. Wait, what's going on? Who is this person? What happened? When was this?
This was last night that this happened, right?
This was a couple days ago now.
Okay. All right, this is a couple days ago.
Yeah.
When we went into the building, I guess you were in the office. You didn't. Goro showed up. I've told you about Goro. We did the professional bending thing together. He was one of my teammates.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out he's mixed up with this triad thing too. And he went in there, and I'm pretty sure he went in there to get Goman, and then X punched him in the face and knocked him out.
That sounds like she was doing what needed to be done for the case.
I mean, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure he could have helped us. And now he's unconscious, and y'all just left him there, and
I didn't even
keep
know
walking.
this happened. I'm
still going. I have to go get him.
I'm like running after them with Casca over my shoulders.
Oh no.
Look, listen, and I'm like trying to catch up with you, and I'm like, listen. If he was still unconscious there in that building, then he's probably been moved to the same place that they took X.
Not necessarily. They didn't know that we were in that room. It was abandoned. I picked it because it was a really good hiding spot.
Well, then maybe he just woke up and left.
I have to make sure he's okay.
Then maybe we should swing by his apartment, or I think going back to that building is not the best plan.
That's not where I'm going.
Well, either way, let's go with you.
So before everyone leaves, I purchased something very special, and I want to show it to you. I got done with what I was doing, and I came back here, and no one was around. And I pull out a pad of paper. This is something that you can leave a note on that tells me where you are. It is a fantastic invention. I've got you a pencil too, and I put it on the desk.
When I learn how to write, Casca, I'm going to write you so many notes.
I look forward to it, X. I look forward to it.
So I guess we're gonna go try to figure out what's going on with Azumi's friend.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean,
that's what I'm doing. I don't know what you all are doing.
Azumi was going to tell y'all about Ju, but then you got a little derailed, so...
Well.
Yeah.
Is it you and Kelsey, Azum? Is it just you and Anzu? I don't know if we reached back with y'all.
Well, you all were there. Like, we were all there together.
Yeah, you're all there together. I mean, we can do this, and then we can do Casca's last downtime activity. Like that can still be a thing. But
Okay.
I think it's time to take a break.
Oh
What's
shoot,
that?
it's past time to take a break.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
we'll do it afterwards. Everyone will head out, and we'll fade on everybody heading out, and then we'll see what we do, where we're headed. How you're gonna find Goro, because you definitely do not know where Goro lives.
No, I don't know where he lives.
Oh,
Oh, good.
y'all
good.
haven't talked to each other since like the team fell apart. So
Yeah, it's been like a good 6 to 8 months
Mhm.
since we've spoken.
Oof.
yeah.
Good. This will be good. This will be great.
He's a
Yep.
member of the Triad. We just go to the Triad and we talk to them.
Not a good plan, but okay.
90% of our problems, we should just ask people, right? Just
All right. I'm going to kick us over to the break scene, and we'll also take care of biology, etc. Please rejoin us after the break. Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
That was a great face to come back to.
All right, so we're back. Izumi is storming out to go in an attempt to go talk to the triads to find what happened to Goro. What do y'all do? Storming through Nijongs right now.
I think I want to try to slow her down, or maybe get in front of her and maybe
I
talk.
can be convinced, but it's gonna take a roll to stop me if you want to stop me.
Okay. So I'm gonna
okay.
I'm gonna kind of scramble down, move in between people, and get in front of you. I'm like, hey. So just what is your plan? What are you wanting to do?
I need to make sure that Goro is okay. And
you're gonna do
also,
that how?
I'm gonna go find the triads because he's a member, and then I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna show them my badge, my Wanshi Fireflies badge, because they'll know Goro from that.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna ask him if he's there, and I want to talk to him.
So I reach over to a table and I pull up the paper. They're going to know who you are before you show up. Do you think that after the recent, I don't know, attacks that may be linked back to us that everyone's talking about, they may not want to talk to you? Or maybe they will want to hand you over to somebody that maybe wants to talk to you that you don't want to talk to, or there might be a better way. I'm not trying to stop us from finding out what happened to Goro, but there might be a better way.
And this is the part where you roll to convince me.
Yeah, so you're gonna be Casca. You're attempting to finagle Izumi.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm too reckless. You trying to
It's all good.
curb my recklessness.
It's not like the player has any plans.
Yeah.
The character just wants to stop you before you get kidnapped too.
So let's determine, like, what consequences would this have? So obviously the success condition is that Casca convinces you.
Yes.
Izumi. What are the consequences? And obviously the consequence is if they don't, you go to the triads. Is there anything additional to that?
I might try to give you guys the slip and go alone.
Ooh, okay. So we're definitely going to be putting some position and effect on this then. Yeah, let's put I think for you, Casca, this is a controlled position. You do have the newspaper in front of you being like, "Hey, this is a thing." And I think it's going to be standard effects.
Can we add a dice that, it's like, hey, I brought you to Yomi. Maybe you should you just got healed up. Maybe
If you'd like to spend a stress to help Casca, you can totally do that.
If it's to make sure that Azumi doesn't go off on her own, yeah, I think this is a stress case. Huh?
Cool. All right, yeah. Then yeah, spend a stress, and you're just like, hey, I just brought you to a doctor, or a healer. Yeah.
Don't waste his time by getting hurt again.
Yeah, if you'd like to do any other bonus die things, Casca, you can. Otherwise, yeah, it's a finagle with the plus. It's controlled standard. You have +1 die from Axe.
Okay. Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Okay.
Controlled, standard,
One
One
bonus.
bonus die.
Oh, let me get us over.
Nice.
That's a 6.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So there are.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. How does this look for y'all? Because I'm not gonna narrate how this goes.
So we see Izumi's eyes narrow, and then they go to the paper, back to Casca, and then she just kind of deflates because she knows that you're right, but she doesn't want to admit that because she just wants to go find Goro. But you've convinced her that this is not the best way to do it, and then she's
Not
like,
the best way.
"Fine. What do we do then?"
Let's go upstairs. Let's talk about who we know and what we know, and let's work on a plan. Let's do it together. Right? Together? I'm looking at everybody at this point.
Like a family.
Excellent.
A
Together.
family who
Excellent.
punches each other's friends. Great, and I just storm upstairs.
I also imagine Torture not using your special ability when you finagle
No.
someone.
Hold on. Would you say we just punch each other's friends, or whatever? I'm gonna
Gonna punch her?
No. I'm gonna pipe up with if you see Zhong, you can punch him. That's my ex. I don't talk about him very much.
Yeah.
But he's a cop, and so you would know that. Like, I mentioned that part because it might be important to us being detectives.
Also, it's related to something that Azumi knows that she hasn't told the rest of the crew yet.
I don't remember. What do I know?
Your crew contacts,
Yeah.
the cop.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, let's contact Zoo. I'm sure he's heard something.
Ooh.
We can't contact you.
What?
Well, why not?
He came while you were still captured, X and Anzu. I don't know where you were, and he
Notes.
came by.
Leave each other notes.
Next time. All right. I hear you.
Also, Kelsa, can you bump up your mic a little?
Oh, yes, I can. I must have. Yes, there you go.
Anyway, so I'm just like sitting here wincing, and I'm a little bit like, I don't want to tell you guys this, but he came by and said that he was transferring to Midtown,
Downtown.
Central. He's
Yeah.
transferring back to Central.
Did he say why?
He said that there's a lot of gang violence happening here. They need him back at Central on a desk.
All right, new plan. Let's go see Zoo.
Triads die every day, B.
Huh. Okay.
He can still help us from his new position, and maybe we can find a way to get him back.
We should bring him dumplings.
He's told us so many times how he does not want to be a desk jockey.
Or, I think somebody mentioned to me that we know Duster, the fence.
Mm.
Duster talks to a lot of triads. If we know them, then maybe they could help us.
Or would they ask for a lot in return?
I'm just wary to go down to the cops when someone that's on the front page of the paper has been making news.
You
That's
are a
all.
little bit of a firecracker, Izumi.
I mean, it's just a little property damage. They'll have that cleaned up by Earthbenders in no time.
Oh, no, trust me. I know everything there is to know about property damage. You're fine. Amazing. Truly work of art. I'm kind of feeling what Casca's saying, y'all.
Well, you make a good point. All right.
Yeah. So all of you at least know of Duster. You may not have met Duster, but you at least know them by reputation, because you know all the people who are on your crew contact sheet. Just like you may not talk to them as much as you do Jew, but Jew is now at Central working a desk. So But yeah, Duster has they them pronouns. They work in, let's figure out what where they would be. I don't want to put them too far from y'all, because otherwise that'll just be like, oh yeah, they're in the industrial sector. It's like, well, we have to go across town to go talk to them.
At that point, we might as well go see Zoo.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they are also in Kyoshi Town, because again, the most triact activity is in Kyoshi Town and in Uptown, because Uptown is like where the triple threats are. So, yeah, they work in Kyoshi Town. They have an antiquities shop, in Kyoshi Town. It's like smack in the middle of Kyoshi Town. Like they are on a street corner. Like their shop is very obvious, but what they do as a fence isn't. But y'all know because you got underworld connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
is this the place in the first episode with the record player and the triad shows up?
Yeah, exactly. It totally is. Yeah, they have. Let's see, what would their antiquity shop called? Like, God, if anybody has a name, throw them at me. But otherwise,
all I think of is Office Max, and that's
it ain't that.
No.
It ain't that. Yeah.
How about something like 3 avatars or something like that, where it's like all of our stuff's like 3 avatars old or something like that.
I
That's
love it.
great.
Yeah,
that's good.
3 avatars. I love it. 3 avatars antiquity shop. Okay, cool.
Avatar Antiquity Shop.
So yeah, y'all head over to 3 avatars. You go through. It's the classic antiquity shop where there's kind of like stuff is haphazardly organized. There is an organizational system, but like it, to anybody who doesn't know it, it just looks like kind of a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go to the back and you go through a couple of doors and you meet up with Duster. Duster, true to their name, wears a duster.
What?
Classic Duster.
Classic Duster. It's a little bit. It's intentional. It's a little bit big for them because they're kind of they're a small person.
Don't ever change, Duster. Don't ever change.
They have their hair. It's half dyed blonde. It's black and blonde. It's like streaks through it. And they wear it down. It goes down to about their shoulder blades. And they have glasses. They got some like small glasses. That they pull down when they're looking at something closely, and they have next to them on their desk they have a jeweler's glasses, because you know when you're a fence you gotta look at it. And their office is like, it's a little bit dusty. It's got a like cabinet that has bars on it that you imagine they put stuff that they want to keep very safe in.
That's a good thing, because when we get in there, I'm picking up everything to look at it.
Yeah.
So this is my downtime action. Is I want to make them, or to begin the project, or whatever I have to do to make them a contact for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's also gonna be a long-term project to make them a contact.
Okay.
It will not take as long as upgrading your office, but it will still be a long-term project.
Okay.
It's going to be a 4-tick long-term project to make Duster your contact.
Okay.
So nice of Casca, just using all their actions just to help us out. We've been so selfish.
We were wounded.
Yeah.
And stressed out.
To be
I
fair,
was selfish.
Anzu was selfish. Yeah. I mean, she tried helping the crew, but also was being very selfish.
Yes. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
So this is, let's see, which one would it be? I'm trying to think. What's your approach with this when you meet up with Duster? How are you trying to convince them, basically?
Yeah. I think what I would want to go with is, you know, that we're principled and we're not going to rat you out if you help us out.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
You can trust us.
Yeah, so it's definitely a finagle.
Okay.
100% a finagle. If anybody would like to support Casca, you totally can, but otherwise
Yeah.
it's just gonna be
I'll spend a stress here to uh look presentable.
Okay, cool.
Like
Yeah.
I've got my new hat on. I'm
Right.
wearing, basically a suit. I look respectable.
I don't think
Nice.
I could help because I'm literally touching everything.
No, you definitely don't. And Duster's always just like putting their hand up, just to be like, "Don't touch that. No, not that either. Unless you're buying it, don't touch it. Put it down."
Mhm.
They have a cough.
Okay. I was wondering if that was you or not.
That is
so-
not me. I'm sorry, but they have a cough.
Okay.
They really need to clean this office because that's
Right.
there's like an aesthetic to it, but also they're like, I really got to do something about it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a
Sure.
fortune roll because there's no like big consequences of this. Because you are going to them, so
Right. So there's something on my character sheet on my items list,
yeah.
and I'll narrate that I'm purchasing it as part of all of this. My fine gaming set. I'll get some sort of antique gaming.
Are you
set.
getting like Pai Show or like what do you, or is it some other type of game?
What did they play 3 avatars ago?
Pai Show, because
Okay.
Pai
Pai
Show
Show.
is the game that's been around forever.
Okay, then Pai Show.
Yeah. So you get a really nice Pai Show set.
Yeah. So that'll be part of it. Whether or not that helps me in the role or not, I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It has a fake White Lotus tile in it too, which is a fun.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Okay. So you may go ahead and roll then.
Yeah, please do.
All right.
It-
So I'm rolling fortune or
Fortune. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fortune, 2 dice. Because you get +1 die from Anzu.
Okay.
Looking presentable with a new hat. New hat.
Clean hat, move down. What?
Oh, okay. So that's one.
ooh,
You're
I
gonna get
should
one
have-
segment.
There
Okay.
we go.
I have a question. If we
Yeah.
spend a coin on this to upgrade it, does
It'll be
how-
2 segments. Yeah.
Question then for you: do you want to? I'm willing to give you a coin. Do you think it'd be better to try do another roll?
I mean,
Or-
it mechanically it would 100% be better to do another roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if we want to do another downtime action, I'm willing to give you a coin to do another downtime action to work on this project again.
Maybe
And
All-
this will be maybe narratively me spending money on something that I don't think I've broken it, but
you've
You
touched
almost
it
knocked it
one too
over.
many times.
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's like you break it, you buy it, and then I have money, and he's like, oh, and he's impressed.
Oh, nice.
I think maybe also when certain people aren't around, I'm like, hey, next time they won't be coming along and bumping into things.
Yeah, and they nod. They're just like, okay, that's good. But hey, as long as you bring in, because they make it. They're like for this first version, they're like, look, I speak in objects. If you all are able to bring me some objects, we can have an exchange. You know.
I totally understand.
That's
Good.
fair.
Also, your crew also has a coin
Mm.
that you can spend as well.
Well, let's spend this coin first.
Yeah,
and
we'll
see what
spend
happens.
we'll spend Azumi's coin first. So you don't, unless you're spending another stress on Zoo.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll spend another
I bumped
stress.
something, and you get a little bit.
You,
Second. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you bump something and I like catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so another fortune for more fortune for Duster.
Okay.
It's another finagle because you're going after the same line of logic.
Right.
Yeah. You're not eliciting sympathy or anything because that's bending. That would be bend, and you're not intimidating them. So
That would be mean.
it would be. All right, so that's 2, and if you
Okay.
want to spend that another coin, you can make it 3 and finish the project. Or you can leave it and just have it at 3 and then do it next time.
What? I mean, it's the crew money, so just
Yeah.
I'm
It's up
okay
to the
with
crew.
that.
All in favor of spending the money right now? Raise your hands.
All right, cool. Yeah, so
There we go.
we seal
Cool.
the deal.
Awesome. Yeah.
Honesty wins, baby.
So you buy a pie. You buy this like super nice pie show set.
Yep.
With the fake White Lotus tile, which is like, he's like, I was told by the person who gave this to me, this used to belong to Jong, the firebending master, but you know how people are.
I get my fine mask.
Yeah, you buy a really what's the mask look like?
Oh gosh, what is the one that Zuko wore?
Oh, the blue spirit mask?
It's like that.
Okay, cool.
It's similar to that.
Which is very appropriate because your playbook is called the Spirit.
That's why I want it.
Is it also a blue spirit mask then?
I have to Google it.
It'd be really neat for you to have a mask and then not be recognizable on the front page of the paper.
I really
think
would.
I think it's like a red. It's like red and black,
Okay.
and it looks like a dragon face.
Nice. Okay, so you got the red dragon mask. You have the there's Avatar Roku's dragon is basically
Fang.
what that mask is. Fang, yeah. If you have the mask of Fang.
Sure.
That
All
sounds
right,
right.
cool.
That
So
sounds good.
y'all now have Duster as your crew contact.
Yay!
You got flipped back to the Republic City Police Department. Now you have Duster. You replace cop friend with fence friend.
Is it an upgrade? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
So I pull X down, like get her to so I can talk to her ear, and I'm like, go ahead. I'm whispering, go ahead and pick up something for Ren while you're here. For the future.
I hip up a little bit. I'm like, so Ren is a martial artist. We've trained her, me, and Hinela all trained under my father's dojo. I want to find some really nice gauntlets.
Okay. You looking for something more classic Earth Kingdom style or something else?
She was always into history, so yeah, something retro.
Okay, let me see what I've got. And they get up and they look around the shop, just they come back a few minutes later with these metal gauntlets that extend down probably half your wrist. It's these are from the Kyoshi warriors.
I'll take them.
It's just all right, they name a price for you.
All right.
It's not going to cost a coin because this is not mechanically a thing, but yeah, they're just name price.
All right. Thank you. Do you have these in a little a nice little bag that I can?
It's just I can do you one better. I'll get you a box.
I appreciate that so much, Dirt. Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Duster, get my name right.
Sand?
Just I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're from the Great Desert, right?
Yes. How'd you know?
Oh, I can recognize it. I mean, I've been there before, so.
It's a beautiful place. It's so nice.
It is. And the Sandbenders are they're such nice people.
I blush at that little. My mother raised me right.
Oh, here, and they give you a box with a it hasn't been wrapped, but it's got a ribbon on it, just here. Hopefully, Ren will understand.
Thank you. I had him a little flyer, and you can catch me on my next fight if you like, and bet on me.
They just pick it up, just I'm not too big into this, but I guess I'll go check it out. Why not? Cool. Yeah. So you now have a new crew contact. Congrats. And you got some stuff.
Now let's use him.
You're just now we bought some things. We'd like some information, please.
I mean, yeah.
I already have the mask on and I'm leaning over the counter and I'm just I need to find my friend.
Your friend have a name?
Goro.
And they think they're just what, the pro bender?
Ex-pro-bender.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to be polite. It's fine. and they give you a once over. They're just like,
I'm wearing the
Watching-
mask now.
yeah, but they saw you earlier, just like fireflies, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to make a couple of calls, see where he is. But last I heard, he was doing some job for the Triad for Terra. So,
He still
See.
is.
oh, that's good to know. It's always good to hear that Triads are always gonna be Triads, huh? He hasn't given me any business lately, but I bet I can hear. What is he? Is he up? He hasn't been in Kyoshi Town a little bit. Where is he now? Tiger Ward?
We saw him in Tiger Ward a couple days ago, and then we lost
Okay.
track of him, and I need to find him.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So they will get back to you. I will roll for them to do some. Or actually, no. Let's have you. Because are you just trying to find Goro? Is that the...
I am trying to find Goro.
Okay. Let's have you consort or schmooze.
Can
There
I
we go.
bend?
Are you trying to elicit sympathy from?
Yeah, I want him to
Okay.
feel bad for me.
How do you do that? How do you?
Because I pointed out that we're ex-benders. We were fireflies.
Right.
I lost track of my friend, and I just really need to find him.
Okay. Yeah, we can bend. Yeah, you can try to bend to convince him to to, he might know more than he's letting on, or
Okay,
they might know what they're more.
sure.
Getting pronouns correct in my head.
It's all good.
Just rotate through all pronouns. Just
I have done that already once with Duster, so this is fair.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Gosh dang it.
I'm always willing to listen to a devil's bargain.
Okay.
You get paint on your hand. Wait. That's not
The
right.
obvious one is that it's they're gonna have to contact a lot of people, and so this is gonna get back to the creeping crystals as well. That the Terra Triad apparently don't have as much of a handle on the situation in Tiger Ward as they thought.
Ooh.
I'm okay with that to get an extra die.
Okay, cool.
Is anyone wanting to help me, or
How would we help you on this one?
I don't know.
This is
I
this
mean,
is Izumi trying to be like, hey, like I'm missing my friend, like I really would like to find him.
And
It's
this is
it's
And I'm
bend?
worried about
it's a bend,
him.
yeah.
Okay, I can help out with this then.
Well, you would
Yeah.
spend one stress.
Yeah, you spend a stress
to
to help.
help.
Because anybody can help. It's just a question of like describing how you do it and then spending a stress.
Okay, I'm gonna spend the stress to help.
Okay.
I'm only at 4 stress right now, so I'm Gucci. And
Cool.
I like get on. How tall are they?
They're pretty they're pretty short. They're like
Alright.
5'2".
I get down on a knee, just kind of get myself somewhat eye level with them. And I cuddle up next to Izumi. It would really help out our friend. You know, that good sand hospitality. If you could really help out our friend on this.
All right. Yeah. So let's you get an extra die for that, and the extra die for the Devil's Bargain.
Okay, is this a fortune roll, or what are the stakes?
This is going to be controlled.
Okay.
Control standard. So you're only dealing with them. But there might be consequences
Yeah, I'm
depending
okay
on how
with
this
that.
goes.
I'm okay with that. I was thinking about pushing for effect and pushing it desperate, recklessly, but I think I'm gonna hold that in.
Just trying to make it desperate extreme. It's just like, well, they bring in a bunch of people and y'all have a fight in an antiquity shop. That's good. You lose the contact that you just made. Great.
Perfect.
That seems like a really bad.
I'm par for the course for us, though.
Isn't it though?
Oh, you needed that X help.
Yes, I
You need
did.
that X help. Okay, this is controlled. So in terms of what happens, let me bring up the sheets. You hesitate. Withdraw and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence. A minor complications happens. You have reduced effect. You suffer lesser harm. You enter a risk position. Okay, I know what's gonna. Okay, so they come back. They're like, let me make a few calls. And they actually have a phone. And they make some calls, and you have to wait for about like 20 minutes. But they end their last call and they come back over to you. So apparently they haven't heard back from him either. But seems that on his little a little escapade he was going on his own, he got captured by some, I don't know, chi blockers, I assume, something like that. Didn't sound like triad business.
This is good. That means we know where he's at.
Is that something I can resist, though?
Yeah, it is. This is actually a consequence that he's captured as. It's going to be insight.
No, I'm not resisting that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, it's just like
I would have one die to that. That would take so much stress. No.
so. Yeah, he's been captured apparently.
I turn and I look at X and I say, we need to get them both out.
I grab your hand. We're gonna do that and so much more.
You know, this is really touching and everything, but it sounds like y'all are, need some planning and things. I'd like you to leave my shop right now, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I just,
This is touching and all, but GTFO.
I got other customers, so.
I tip up my mask. I bow to him. I put the mask down and I walk out the shop.
Yeah, they bow their head to you as you do that in response, and yeah, walk out.
I give a hair flick and a wink.
They're just like, they just don't have any reaction. They're just like, I'm already gonna go do something else. You are muted, Casca.
The computer was telling me, the headset was telling me, you were telling me. I also leave our card with them, so.
Cool. Yeah, they pick it up just like detectives. Well, that tracks.
Some of the money we would have spent is getting a phone line into our office.
Nice. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have a phone line. You gotta have a phone now. So now the people of Tiger Ward can call you as well as walk into your
You know,
office.
good thing we haven't finalized those business cards yet.
Right.
We have a phone number on them.
Right.
Mm.
We
Right.
got the watermark on it.
We don't even have the number. We don't have the number yet. They haven't installed
Exactly.
it
Yeah,
yet.
they
that's-
haven't
we
installed it
don't
yet.
have-
Exactly.
Yeah, so
All right. So, what would y'all like to do now? You now know that Goro has also been captured by room
Rescue
623.
mission.
Yeah, rescue mission.
Anzu, would you like a piggyback ride or fireman carry?
I'd like to walk, thank you. I'm still bruised from the last time you carried me.
I leap up on
please.
X's back. Let's go.
Forwards.
Yep, let's go.
Okay, so
I turn to Anzu and I say, we need to have a talk with X about boundaries and touch. But maybe later after.
Yeah, that's a right good idea.
yeah, so it sounds like you want to do a rescue mission. Question is how? You do still have a location of where X and Anzu, like where that mechanic shop is.
I mean, I'm.
But it's probably gonna be even more guarded than it was.
Mhm.
And X, Ren did basically give you like hey, you could like talk to Bima about this and you can negotiate, but
Yeah, I feel like we should do a social thing.
okay.
So guys, Ren let me out. She did mention that we can give a call and a talk with Bima. My only concern is that there's a lot of people there whose face I kind of want to smash.
Wait, the chairman? The Chi Blocker chairman?
Yeah, she said that we're welcome to talk to them and possibly talk about freeing up Goro. But she did not mention your friend though, so I don't know how much of
Goro is my friend.
Guoman is the person you're thinking of
Guoman.
next.
Sorry, she said that.
I'm
Alright.
still on your back, by the way, so I just like lean down to your ear when I
Oh,
say
right, Guoman. We can free Guoman, but I don't know how much leverage we'll get to Goro because they are not happy with the triads.
Well, they're both triads, though.
Well, our buddy that we're supposed to be rescuing, isn't he a part of them?
Yeah, they're both triads.
Yeah. So, I mean, they'll probably do me a solid for Ren's sake for Gorman, but Goro, I don't know.
Yeah,
how
that's
much.
not confusing at all.
Sorry.
It's not my fault. I named him first.
Yeah, I mean, Goro wasn't originally gonna show up, but it just ended up being that way. I mean,
I
once
understand.
you do this, y'all will be fine. It's great. But yeah, it sounds like y'all want to do a social plan.
Yeah, let's
Do we need
Um,
to dress up for this, guys?
It de-
definitely.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see where the detail it sounds like is the social connection is Bima, who is the head of room 623 in like she's a room 623 boss.
If
I'm
everyone's
gonna-
okay with that, anyway. I don't want to.
Yeah, does everybody want to do that? Room 63 district leader is the word I was looking.
Especially because we're gonna be leaning pretty heavily on Casca, I think, for this one.
Yeah.
100%.
So, what do we know of any vices that Bimo participates in?
You could find out.
Okay. So my idea is hopefully to bring them to the Cloud Peak.
Oh, you want to suggest the location?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
That way we have some allies for if something goes down.
Right. So let's do the let's do a gather information roll for that actually, because that's a good thing to like figuring out what his vices are. Because it's a very very good thing to find out.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're schmoozing, like you're going around your different contacts stuff, being like, "Hey, what's Bima's like thing? Where do you find him?" That kind of thing.
Right.
You like jazz?
Do you like jazz? You ever watch Gladiator movies?
Oh God. That was a creepy scene. Okay.
It was. Fortune. So this is gonna be fortune because it's a gather information roll, and based on how you do, you'll get some information, maybe able to ask additional questions.
Okay.
All the questions.
Oh, come on. You got this, Kai.
Oh yeah.
5. Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
So you'll be finding out like what his vices are, and you can ask an additional question afterwards. So let me open up a vices sheet and see if he's doing any of that stuff, because I think that makes sense.
Please be gambling.
He is a particular oh, this is perfect. He is a purveyor of a tea shop in Uptown, called Tales of Teas and Treats, and he goes there to go and drink some hallucinogenic tea.
Hallucinogenic tea? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it's hallucinogenic tea specifically, and not just any kind of tea.
So evil.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. He likes going on trips through tea.
I get it.
Trips through tea and time. Lots of tea-based things.
Okay.
But yeah, you definitely you're like Cloud Peak probably has that, because Cloud Peak has like a lot of intoxicants just in general, because it's a smoke shop as well as a bar, because you work there. So
Sure. Okay. So that's what I guess the next day I'm like, this is what I found out.
Yeah.
And has anybody ever gone to the Cloud Peak to either see me perform or to do my vice with me or anything?
Azumi, it sounds like Azumi has.
Okay.
I like the Cloud Peak a lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I go dance in there sometimes too.
There we go. Casca, you can also ask an additional question about the vices. This is just information.
I want to get the specific favorite tea to make sure that we have it.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. Yeah. God, what is it called? Let's give this like it's a type of flower that this is created from. Oh no, this is Avatar. So it's a combination. It is a flower that is grown out of it's a fungi flower. So it's a flower that's grown out of a mushroom, which makes no goddamn sense, but that's okay. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
It doesn't need to make sense.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. So it's a I almost said blush room, and I'm like,
Nope, perfect.
there we go. Yeah, it's called a blush room. There we go.
Classic Avatar.
Yeah, blush room. It's
Okay.
a blush room. Is the specific type that he really likes.
Okay, so we need to get some of that on hand, if they don't have it already.
Yeah,
And-
which y'all could probably mark because you got load and stuff for that. But good,
At the
good
very
thoughts.
least, I have fine tea leaves, so I could make that blush room tea. Yeah.
Yes, and I know some people who have other types of tea as well. So
I have sleep juice.
I believe Casca, you have some tea. Yeah, you also have poisonous tea, Casca, and fine tea leaves. You have fine tea leaves, so we'll see because that might help out. We'll see what you're trying to do. So this is going to be social. The detail is Bima and the Cloud Peak because y'all are suggesting a neutral location, which
or
as far as
advantageous to us, neutral location.
yeah, as advantageous to you as neutral location as possible, which this is going to be dependent on if Bima knows you work there / room 63 does, which
Sure.
maybe. So everybody choose your load.
So I won't be in the mix of it. I'll kind of be in the back where no one can see me. So I'm gonna go with heavy.
Okay, you're gonna look very heavy. You're gonna look armed. You're gonna look like a soldier, basically,
go
because that's what it means.
With a light load.
Okay.
And I'm also dressing up.
Cool.
Even if I'm not gonna be present for the meeting, will I still attract attention?
Probably not within the Cloud Peak itself if you keep yourself out of sight. But like if you're walking around on the streets and stuff, it might be a little bit weird.
So the one thing I'll say to you, X, is that it's possible that Bima might have an entourage, and if they want to examine the place to make sure it's safe, and they find you, just.
But like at the start, it won't be that big of a deal. It'll just be like people in the club will probably stay away from you.
I don't want
and
that. All right, I'll go.
You do normal.
Yeah, I'll do normal.
Okay. I don't want to like dissuade you from being like, yeah, I want to do heavy load and being like, but heavy's bad. Heavy is good because it gives you 6 load. It's just like, yeah, that's it.
X would most definitely be consulting her teammates about this. It's like she just has like all these like swords and armament. Be like, what do you mean? What do you mean people will see me?
Does
all right.
Does
You can't
this
take the sword. You can't take the sword. Okay, you just gotta put that one back.
does this machete make my butt look big?
This is my this short sword is my fancy short sword. Are you telling me I can't go?
Does this scimitar make my load look big?
Yeah, I'm also taking a light load and I'm also dressing up and I have a different hat.
Cool. Nice. We'll
This is
see that in a
probably
second.
The first time though that maybe X and Anzu have seen me dressed up.
Oh.
Casca has seen me dressed up.
Casca, are you going? What's your load?
I'll go light as well.
Cool. All right, 3 light and a normal. So let's talk about the engagement, because we'll talk about what y'all look like in a second. But so you have 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I mean, it's kind of bold because we
I mean,
have
we
a
are,
bad.
We're consorting with one of our enemies.
Yeah,
It's true.
The very head of our enemies.
yeah, we're just
There you
like,
go.
hey, what's up, head of our enemies? Like,
Yeah.
let's make a deal.
Is
Because this could become war if we do this wrong. So
It's true. It could. Is this operation overly complex and contingent on many factors?
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not like that complex, and it's only contingent on him being there and talking to you. So,
right.
Does the plan expose a particular vulnerability to target hit them where they're weakest? Definitely not. Oh, actually, depends on the T thing.
Yeah, we're exposing his
You
vulnerability to
you
his
did
fight.
do that gather information. Yeah, so that does bring it up.
Nice.
Is target's strongest approach to a particular defenses or special preparations?
They might research us.
Yeah, I think they would. Yeah, that would make sense. So yeah, bring it back down to 2. Any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight? They very much did. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? Let's see. I think the answer is probably going to be no, but I gotta look anyway. No, the cops aren't going to bust in on this, at least not in the beginning. Ashikatani's not here. Yuri's, go ahead.
If the crystals find out that we're courting 623, they might get.
Ooh, yeah, that's a very good point. And they did hear about you trying to seek out Goro.
Another question. Where is this being held at again?
The Cloud Peak Smoke Shop and Lounge.
This wouldn't happen to be in Uptown, would it?
No. It's
Okay.
I believe, where did we put it, Casca?
Roku Heights.
Roku Heights. So it's over in technically this is neutral territory for everyone because the people who are generally in charge in Roku Heights are the Agni Kais, and there are a few other groups, but the Agni Kais are the big people. They're the Firebender Triad.
My concern was Hanilla, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's not Hanilla and Zhang are not going to show up. Yeah,
This
so they're
time.
not this time. Yeah, so I think we were at 3. That brings us down. I don't think the creeping crystals directly are interfering. They'll come up later, maybe. But the thing that will give you less will be the fact that you're going up against a tier 2 target. But y'all have 2 dice. Unless y'all have something else that you think would help or hinder you.
Oh, Ren's gonna be there.
Ren is not your enemy.
So,
But
and
she
she also-
is a friend. Like
she's not a friend mechanically.
either. Okay.
Yeah.
but the fact that she helped me out and she like our history.
She enabled you to get this meeting, basically. It won't give you any dice, but it enabled you to have this meeting, essentially. Yeah. Because if she hadn't been around, you probably would not be having this meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. She's doing you a big favor, basically, by doing this.
I'll be a good kid.
All right. So yeah, you have 2 die on the engagement roll. Who would like to roll the engagement?
Not it.
Not it.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so just go to the cruise sheet. There's a roll engagement 1 there.
2 dice.
2 dice.
Whoa!
Yay!
Oh, hey, I should probably.
Well, this is how it started last time, and you guys went straight to desperate.
I mean, to be fair, I pushed it to desperate.
We will,
Just- you took it straight to desperate.
we will ruin this almost immediately. But
Exactly. Don't worry about the
What is-
critical.
What
But
is
hey, you know what? It's still nice.
what is with this crew and rolling 6s on engagement rolls?
Kai, you will solely roll all of our engagement rolls.
All right, so
Yeah,
this
That's
is
a bad idea.
exceptional
No,
result.
we gotta take turns.
You've already overcome the first obstacle in your control position for what's next. So part of the first obstacle is obviously like having that agreement on the first place, and they are like, yeah, let's do the Cloud Peak. It's out in Roku Heights. Like, this is good. Casca, you're able to get those blush rooms just fine. And the first obstacle was getting Bima to like get to the subject, and you're able to do just that because of the blush rooms. You're just like, you get him where he's like starting to have a trip, like he's
Right.
so it's like going in and he's like super relaxed, and he's sitting across the table from you. Let's describe everybody who's here, because I know Casca, you're here and you're dressed up.
Yep.
So what do you look like? And we'll go with Anzu and Nizumi and X.
I'm dressed how I found out since we got a critical. I'm dressed in a way that Bima finds attractive.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can describe that because it's yours. So.
Okay.
Yeah. He also knows that you are not a bender. Which
Right,
is
right.
So, another reason he's like, I'm down to talk to you because you're the non-bender of the group.
Right.
Um,
I'm in. I can only remember it from a really old anime, like the dresses that they wore in Rama One Half. Those, like, I hate to call them like a China dress, but you know.
Oh,
the-
keep
That's
out. A
totally
keep
what
out.
I'm wearing too.
Oh, really?
It's called a. I
Okay.
think it's called the keep. It's called a keepao. QIPAO.
Okay.
I believe is the one you're talking about. He said China dress. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're saying it.
I'm wearing
That's a
this
keep
kind of
out.
thing.
It's like
I
that.
posted in Discord.
Yep. Yeah. It has the like. It's like
Yeah.
you latch it, not latch it.
It's got like little buttons and stuff.
Yeah, you button up
Frogs.
here. Yeah,
The-
it's a frock. Yeah.
No, frogs. That's
Frogs,
the
frogs. I
name
was like-
of the closure mechanism. It's not
Yeah.
buttons, they're frogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
So yeah, you frog it up here.
And, and specifically, the hair is in a long braid.
Okay.
Oh
cool.
my gosh, we're twinsies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you're sitting, and I imagine is
Well, if he's tripping, we might be able to like come back like in and out and be confusing.
yes, perfect.
Do your
Are you-
dresses match?
Yeah, do your dresses match, or do you have two different kinds of dresses?
I'm definitely wearing the one I put with the red and black one.
Okay.
Basically, mine's black silk with red cherry blossoms all over it.
So I would be blue with snowflakes.
Cool,
Hmm.
awesome. Hey, Anzu, what's your new hat look like?
Okay, so Anzo's new hat is going to be, it's like it sits sideways and like it goes out past her shoulders, but it's like super thin and it's it's like matte black, but there is a velvety shiny black ribbon like right around the oh gosh, I can't remember the name of what you call that on a hat.
Brim?
Yeah, so around the brim, like I was talking about the bowl
Oh,
part,
the ball part. Oh,
yeah. Anyway, this is a word for it, but it doesn't matter.
Around it. There we go. We got
Yeah.
it.
I
Got
got you.
And she's wearing a long like usually she wears like knee length skirts.
Mhm.
But she's actually wearing a longer skirt, but she's still wearing like the suit jacket with it. So this skirt is going down to like the top of her boots.
Right.
So like just above her ankles.
Okay.
But it's still rather form fitting down her legs. So it would look like she would not have that much range of motion, but it's also split up the back so that it's not like actually that constricting.
Right. And X. And I'm gonna ask where all of you are as well, but I want to. We probably get a pan of like seeing all the costumes y'all are in. So.
All right, Pam. Starting from the bottom up, you X for the first time in I would say 5 years, she's wearing heels. She was told to dress up for these in a very stern look from both Anzu and Azumi and Kai. Y'all very much stressed that we have to dress up. So okay, fine. So I broke out the heels.
How tall are you now? Like 6'20"?
I had to duck to get in this room. All right.
Yeah.
Legs oiled up. I've oiled up my leg. You see my legs. Now coming up to the thighs is like this black beaded dress. It's like a short dress. I put in the chat, but it's tasseled and beaded out. In the center is a diamond, and it's black and gold and like goldish colors, coming in like a stripe pattern from like the shoulders down to the diamond in the middle. No sleeves because I like X loves her muscles. And she's describing her place. She's like leaning in a bar and just looking at everything with like a band with a feather up top.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
she's
On the other side, Bima is wearing a brown suit with a black waistcoat. With a black waistcoat and a, let's see, what color would his shirt be? He has a green shirt with a black tie. And he's just like leaned back. He has his he's just leaned back, like his hair is like his hair is perfect. And he has a few of his entourage with him. He has also like kind of lurking behind him is let's see, why do I forget her name?
Well,
Is Remy.
Remy.
The big chi
Best
blocker.
girl.
Best girl, yeah. She's wearing, let's see, what would she be wearing? Because y'all are wearing dresses, and then we have a guy in a suit. So, I think she's also wearing a suit. She's wearing a black suit, black waistcoat, no tie, and a gray shirt. And it's unbuttoned a couple of buttons. And she has her hair back. There are a few other people. Ren is conspicuously not here, at least not with Bima.
Conspicuously. She didn't want to get punched. I didn't mention it, but Anzu is actually wearing her hair down, which is incredibly rare for her. Like, so under her hat, her hair is going all the way down to her butt. It's just like thick brown waves.
Yeah, so Casca's seated at this like table, and this like these like lounge chairs, because this is a lounge, so you're like lounging next to Bima. Anzu, Azumi, and X, where are you arranged, like in this like large-ish lounge room?
Did Remy go sit with them?
She's standing.
But she's in that area though?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of flex a little bit and make my way over there.
Okay, cool.
Not to be outdone.
I see myself sitting next to Torch.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would not be next to Bima because I don't think he would want me next to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm standing as well, though. I don't want to.
Right. Yeah.
I think I'm definitely seated. Actually,
And there's like, this room's like decently large. Like there's a bar, there's like smoke that like there's cigars and cigarettes and stuff that you can pick up at a different bar. And there's like a lot of space around here, and like people walking by and sitting down and smoking. Mostly.
you know, actually, maybe I will be seated at the bar and like keeping watch.
Cool.
Like,
I
I'm people watching while this conversation's going down, and if you need me, you can like call me over.
Yeah, there are a few other people. A combination of like, there's a couple of guys in suits, as well as a couple of women in like kind of like shorter dresses that like definitely look like they're there for range of movement, who are kind of just like milling about, but you're like, they're probably also part of Bima's crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Got my eyes on them.
yeah, so Casca, you're talking to Bima, and Bima like is a little bit like, his eye, like you can tell his eyes like they're dilated, like he's definitely starting to go through this, and he's like, all right, so let's get down to business, huh? You're showing me a good time already, but we got to do it before we fully kick in. So, Torch, you have a friend, right? You were talking about him.
So out of character, we're trying to get both out, or we're trying to get just
Up to y'all.
If we don't get both out, you know Azumi is going to freak out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And you have already like broached the subject of doing both of them. That's part of, again, also part of the crit.
Sure.
Just like, you've broached it both, so he's like, let's make a deal.
Sure. We find ourselves, unfortunately, drowning in friends, and there's two that we're talking about, not just one.
Okay, well, I know one of them because you've been asking. I've heard some whispers about it. What's their name? He looks over the Raymond room. It's like, you mean the bender one, the pro bender one? It's like, yeah, that one. I'm just like, Goro. Yeah, we have two people with G names.
It's very confusing.
I know. It's confusing for me too. Well, so we Guomin and Goro, right? Got those names correct? Got them down?
Yeah.
All right. So, here's my problem. Like, puts a hand down. My problem is that they're triad. They're Terra triad. Now, triads are whatever. I don't like them. You don't like them. But they're trying to muscle in on Tiger Ward. We can't let that happen. You want the triads coming in and messing with everything, making it their territory? Because that's not what I want. It leans back. It's like, so what do you want then? If you're trying to get your friends out, I know part of it is the goodness of your heart. You got a reputation, but there's got to be more to it than that, huh?
I'm afraid that the more that this happens, the more that the Terra Triad is likely to escalate to violence, and we don't want more violence in Tiger Ward. So if we can smooth this over, let escalation decline, then maybe we can have some peace and we don't have to worry about the cops coming in and breaking things up and making our lives miserable.
All right, let's do a roll.
Okay.
This is definitely your appeal. You're definitely making an appeal to like his you want what we want type of thing.
Right.
So this is either this sounds like finagle to me, unless you're doing bend, because it could also be bend.
Yeesh.
But it sounds like finagle to me. You're finagling someone with like this is very much logic and like trying to change their attitude on this.
Okay.
So yeah, it sounds like finagle. It's controlled, it's limited because he's a bigger deal than you are. And he's like, I don't necessarily need you. But yeah, controlled, limited.
Okay. So the bartender left here,
Mhm.
and I have put some extra stuff into the tea that makes him a little more pliable.
Ah, good. So let's mark fine tea leaves for that.
Well, I was going to use poisonous tea, but
Oh, let's do okay, good. All right, yeah, that works now. Mark poisonous tea. That'll up the effect to standard.
Yeah.
That'll up the effect to standard.
Okay.
If we can think of a way for me to help, I would love to help you, but I'm blanking on how I can help because he doesn't like benders.
He might not like benders, but like there are other things where like he is more pliable right now. So there could be other things where it's like you either pitch something in, or you do something that you do, or you bring him something. It's like, here, this is a token of our good faith, or something like that.
So I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
So you and Goro have a link. And if we're proposing that you would then talk to Goro and
so maybe as you're talking about how you don't want more violence, I put my hand down on the table and I say, Goro's my friend. I didn't know he was a triad. I don't like that he's a triad. We were pro benders together, and now he's mixed up in all of this. If I can talk to him, if we can get him out and I can talk to him, maybe I can talk him out of this. Or talk some sense into him. I've always been able to get through to him when he's being stubborn like this.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, spend a stress and that'll help as well. Is there anything else you'd like? Because you can
listen to Devil's Bargains.
You can also listen to Devil's Bargains. You can also push for either dice or effect.
yeah.
And of course you can trade position for effect, but yeah.
Okay. What would the Devil's Bargain be?
Ooh. It's a good question.
That I have an idea.
Yeah, please.
That no matter how this roll goes, he expects us to do something about the triads. Like
he'll want a quid pro quo, basically. He'll be like, this is a deal. Like, this is a deal, so I want something out of it. Y'all have to do me a favor, and he'll give you a favor that, like, basically you'll have to do for him.
And even if we fuck it up, and he's like, no, I'm not going to help you, we still owe him this favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the favor is him even showing up, like.
Yeah, he sees it as, like, I came down here to negotiate with you, like, nothings. I expect something out of this, especially because y'all didn't pay me, like, when you showed up in Tiger Ward.
So if so, I can push. I can't push for dice because I'm setting the devil's bargain. I can also push for
You
the
can
other
push for effect, yeah.
effect.
Yeah. So you can make it great effect, controlled great because it's controlled standard, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So spend stress for that, and if you're taking the devil's bargain from the sound of it,
I am.
cool.
So that's 3 dice.
It's
2 dice.
2 dice.
Yeah, 2
Controlled's great, 2 dice. One from
I'm
Azumi.
helping also.
Oh, 3 dice. So yeah, 1 from Azumi, 1 from the Devil's Bargain. Oh no, it's still only 2 because it's
Plus
1 from Azumi.
2 dice, you're saying.
Yeah, plus 2 dice.
Yeah, plus 2 dice.
So it's finagle, controlled's great, plus 2 dice.
Survey says
4. Okay.
Oh, thank
Ooh,
goodness.
that could have been very bad. Okay. So this is gonna be, you do succeed. You're going to get Goro and Guoman. You're gonna have to do him a favor, but he's putting another. This is the thing you can resist. He's putting another favor on the table that you'll need to do for him.
So 2 favors.
2 favors, yeah. One of which you can resist.
I'll resist that.
Okay.
One favor is enough.
Let's do. So it's a resolve roll.
Yeah.
Do resolve resist.
Okay. Where is the resist button?
Yeah, you
Just
just
press
click on
press resolve. Yeah.
Okay, no bonus dice, right?
Nope.
Nice.
All right, so you only take 1 stress.
Okay.
So yeah, he's like about to bring up something, and you're like, we already have a deal. He's like, fine. All right, look, you can get your friends back. That's easy enough. The problem isn't they're bargaining chips. You know, we're here to make sure the triads don't cross us. If you all want to be helped, you're gonna be talking to Goro. You're talking to Guoman. You're gonna be getting out of that triad and making it very clear to whoever their boss is that they don't come in here. And I know y'all are detectives, and you have principles upheld. But for the safety of Tiger Ward, we're doing this.
What's up, X?
Yeah, what's up, X?
X is raising her hand.
Oh Jesus!
I had a question, just real quick.
Yeah, and he looks over at you, and of course, like his eyes are like super dilated, and like kind of bloodshot. Is like, yeah.
This is actually to the tall person back there.
He's just like, oh no, God. It's just like he puts a hand up, just like, you can do it on your own time. We're talking here.
That's fair.
And he looks back at Casca, just like, your crew could use a little bit of discipline.
Anzo, I think he's talking about you.
Not happy.
Yeah.
The lack of discipline comes from a passion to do what's right.
Well, that's good to know. But still, you make it very clear to whoever the hell is in charge of their outfit that they ain't crossing us. You know? Al, I understand the community as well. I wouldn't be part of First Block if I wasn't, but they aren't going to listen to me. But maybe they'll listen to all of you. You are the official PIs of the Pro Bending Federation, are you not? And like turns to Remy. Remy's like, yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. It's like laying it into you that is just like, yes, you're going to do this because you have a reputation to uphold.
So the one thing I want to make sure that happens out of this is that he does not learn our phone number.
Okay, cool. Yeah, totally.
I don't want him calling us, being like, "So when you take care of that?" Like,
yeah, I mean, if you don't give him a business card, he'll probably just have somebody knocking the door.
No, I get it. I just do not want to deal with him on the phone.
Yeah, but unless you have something else you want to like get out of him or something, he's like, well, shake on it. Puts his hand out.
Oh Jesus! What is it, X?
we're I whisper in your ear, Kai. Can we ask about Ren? Like, do we have time to ask about Ren?
I immediately stick my hand out to shake his hand.
Okay, and he's like, okay, and he takes your hand because he's like, we're making a deal with this crew, and if Torch isn't gonna do it and somebody else, sure. He like clasps your hand. He has a very strong grip, probably for being a chi blocker. He just like shakes it. He's doing the thing where he's testing your strength as well with that grip.
I mean, I was a pro bender. I'm not weak.
Yeah.
So I think I grip. I mean, I'm no X, but I grip back when I
Okay.
feel him doing
It's like-
that. I'm like,
Yeah, and he gives you a nod of like respect. Okay, yeah, you're keeping up. Basically, is what his
Yeah.
face says. He's like, well, that's a deal. Anyway, let's enjoy this, don't we? You got me some good stuff, and I like that. How did you find this? Usually they only up at like, uptown and stuff.
We know people.
You
That's
do.
what we do.
Oh, let's while the day away. He like puts he's like, oh, and so yeah, we fade out to like y'all enjoying the smoke shop. Unless X, you want to go talk to Remy. The deal is over. The score is basically the case is over.
Mm-hmm.
You only need like 2 rolls to do it because you crit on the engagement roll.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah, sometimes it's how it goes.
I go over to the bar where I imagine Remy's getting a drink right now.
Mm.
And I'm like not making eye contact. It's like that was a strong punch.
Yeah, she gets a drink and she drinks a little bit. Just like, I mean, you got to keep up with people like you, huh?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You know what? I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just wild. It's been a while since another woman. I'm sorry. My name is X. She and her.
Yeah, Ren said something about you.
She has.
Yeah, I mean, a little hard when you were, locked up. Can't really not talk about you. Yeah.
What does she mention? I like back of my neck.
Yeah, it's just like, well, she said you all were, well, you were an item at one point, but you went your different ways.
Different ways, yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about underground fighting?
I think we cut from that quick. Yeah. It's like, y'all, you ever thought about underground fighting rings? Yeah, unless anybody has like a very last scene they'd like to do at the smoke shop, I think we're gonna call it there for the episode.
So I think that as the episode ends, as the credits begin, Torch is singing at the microphone,
Yes.
and it's our official end song that will play in the.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it.
That's
Yes,
perfect.
that's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, how is it like jazzy? Is it swing? Well, this is a lounge, so it's got to be jazzy, of course.
Yeah, slow
Yeah.
jazz.
Yeah, slow jazz. Is it like crooner or is it like
Well, isn't crooner like their specialty?
It's true, yeah. So yeah, it's very crooner, slow jazz crooner. I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so it does. We go into the outro song.
and
So
I think we also get like lots of shots of us in the smokehouse, like listening to Torch.
yeah, there's a
performing.
view. We get all the people who are here. So we get Anzu with her like hat and her hair down. We have Izumi kind of just like laying back on one of the chairs. X X like, yeah, what's happening here, X?
Oh, I imagine Remy's just showing me how she did that right hook.
Oh yeah, she's like, yeah, this is how you do it. Like, she's not gonna train you in chi blocking, but like, she's like, here's how I do it. Yeah, and then Bima, who is just tripping out right now. Yeah, cool. Let's do some XP, everybody.
Yeah.
I
Let's
like
start
XP.
Let's start with you as detectives. So, did you execute a successful investigation, espionage, or robbery?
We
I
did
mean,
some investigating, but it was I don't know if it counts.
yeah, I don't know if that counts either.
This is not espionage? I guess
I
not.
don't know. Is it?
Is it?
What is the definition of espionage?
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's-
have to gather information, so is that not espionage?
Espionage is more spying for, like, usually spying for somebody to find out,
Sure.
like.
Sure.
I feel like if anything, it
Information.
was investigation, but it's more. I don't know if it counts.
Yeah, I mean, this is like an investigation job. I don't know. I think this, like, most of this was making a deal. Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. So you did it a lot. So
Yay!
2. Nice.
bolster your crew's reputation and develop a new one. Y'all hit on that principle so hard. Y'all hit on it so hard. I love it. Yeah.
Hey, don't fix what ain't broke.
Yeah. And express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Heck yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The sass was real and the arguments are real, and I loved every bit of it. So
It's
You
called a
get
notepad, and you can use it.
We
That
get
was
an
my
advance though.
you
Yay.
do get an advance. You get. Do you get anything else from getting an advance? I'm forgetting.
And one of like the credits, can it be
Do
like
we get stash?
Yes.
I think that's only if you tier up, not if you advance. But let me check. I don't remember which it is.
I thought it said that.
Let me do crew advancement. All right. Come on, Blades. There we go. Every time the crew advances, each PC gets +1 stash, +2 per crew tier as a bonus payment. All right, so all of you get +1 stash.
Yay.
Yay!
Yeah.
oh yeah. What does that mean?
So under your coin, on your sheet, there is a bunch of other boxes. That's your stash. Basically, your stash is money that you put, like, that you save to make sure that you have a better retirement.
But
It's
you can
non
also cash out stash.
yeah.
2 for 1, right?
2 for 1, yeah. It's two stash is equal to 1 coin. It's basically like non-liquid assets, so it's like an apartment or like a car or something like that. So it's not like direct cash.
6 dozen hats.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So
So
You know,
where
as you do.
Where it says where under coin is the white box, but these grayed out boxes is stash.
stash, yeah, exactly.
Cool.
You can even, I think you can actually roll stash if you need to at some point, but that's gonna be a lot later.
That's like if you that's like when you have to find out whether or not you have the living expenses for
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all have 1 crew advance. So you can either spend that on a special ability or on your like lair and training and that kind of thing. Because it's either 1 ability or 2 of those. Let's go around, start with Casca first. Torch first. So there were no desperate actions that you did, but you addressed a challenge with quick thinking or conspiracy.
Well, the quick thinking was getting Izumi to not run out directly to the triads.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And
also finding out his vice was quick.
Yes, that was quick thinking. Also conspiracy, I would argue. Like, I think
Sure.
it's a little bit both. Okay, so you got 2 for that. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Well,
I think. Go ahead.
my background came into the fact that I knew about Duster because
Yes.
I've been in the monsoons before,
Mhm.
and I also brought it up. Well, did I do that in my head or not? I think it was in my head.
Selene?
Um,
You mentioned it to Selene.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned it, and he was like, "Oh, good, official business." Yeah,
yeah,
that came
yeah,
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
you mentioned that right to him.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's definitely 2 there. You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. You don't have any traumas.
No.
You didn't struggle with your vice, but it helped you a lot, but it didn't struggle.
did,
So that's 4 XP total for that.
Okay.
Izumi,
Okay. No
did you-
desperate.
did you address this challenge with stealth or speed?
I tried to, but then someone talked me out of it. So no.
All right. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I mean, yes, because the whole pro bending thing with Goro came up a lot, and my
Yes.
friendship with him.
Mhm.
So is that 1 or 2?
I think it's 2, especially because this part of the case was about Goro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session?
Yes.
Reckless.
Is that 1 or 2?
Well, the big part was you wanting to basically be like, we're gonna go out there and just talk to Goro, find Goro, and then
Yeah.
like, it even results in a roll. So I think 2.
Cool.
Yeah,
4.
so 4 total.
Nice.
X, did you address a challenge with? Oh, you don't have your thing for Nemesis here. 1 second. Let me put it in there. Did you address a challenge with force or coercion? X. Roll to-
Well, okay. Would coming to Anzu sideways count as violence?
It's addressing a challenge. Was it really a challenge to you?
No, I pretty much folded immediately when I heard the words "I'm sorry." So,
Yeah, I don't.
Even though they were completely out of context.
Yeah,
They were like the words, "I'm not sorry," so I'm not gonna say it. But
yeah. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
almost exclusively my background. Okay, so there was the
I think more your heritage than your background, because the background's the military. The heritage was the
Earth being an earthbender. Yeah,
sandbending.
Sandbending.
Yeah.
Sandbending.
Yeah.
So there's 1.
and her drive to get back with Ren.
Yeah, that's totally a thing. Yeah, so 2 for that. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session? You don't have a trauma.
My vice, though, I did decide to go fight even after being beaten up. Like I indulged, because I was still in my harm state.
Yeah.
Of being battered, sore.
Yeah.
And I still decided to indulge in my vice 15 minutes after being like semi-healed.
Yeah, Yomi was just like, hey, don't, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give you 1 for that. So 3 total.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
do anything too stressful. All right, I'm gonna go get in a fight with someone 2 weight classes above me. BRB.
Yeah, exactly.
And 1.
And Anzu. All right. You addressed a challenge with knowledge or tracking.
I don't think I did.
Nah, I don't think so. A lot of the work was into, well, you tried to do through schmoozing, but not
But not
not
tracking.
knowledge.
No.
Yeah. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I did specifically throw out there that if you guys see Zhang, you can just punch him, please.
You did. It's true. Very much so. Yeah.
As far as also like, I care about, like, one of my beliefs is that we do what we need to do to get the job done, even if that means punching your friend.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, that's 2 for that. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session?
Oh, we didn't broach my vice yet, but my trauma of being soft, I think, is part of why I was just sitting at the bar. Like, there's this tense conversation going on, and I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna just keep an eye on things. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I like that. So yeah,
Your
that's,
comment being small.
I mean, that's just a character trait as opposed to being soft. Yeah, so that's 3 then.
Okay, that is not quite enough to make a playbook advance.
Nah, you're close.
Yeah.
You're close. Yeah, y'all, that was a good time. Also, that case took 1 roll, and I love that. Or 2, technically,
Sometimes
but
that's just how
We
it rolls.
stand Casca royalty. I mean, they just knocked it out of the park like a fucking freaking pro.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's it for today. Next week, y'all have a favor you have to do for room 623.
That's fine.
But technically, next week will be back in downtime, and I think that was technically a rep mission. Like,
That
y'all
feels
made
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all made up with room 623. So, and actually, I'm gonna adjust room 623. Y'all are now not at -1 with them.
Yay.
You're now at 0 with room 623.
Amazing.
Now let's make friends with all of our enemies.
I'm all
Yes,
over
let's
that.
make this firebrands.
Except for Zhong, he can get punched in the face.
He
I'm
can
still
suck
fine
it.
with that.
It's okay. I'm getting really good at that precision firebending. You just point him out to me, and I'll just.
The thing I could have done with Zhu, I'm realizing, the thing that really would have been bad for y'all is him getting poached by Quan Shi Detective Agency.
Oh.
That's what I should have done.
Thanks for not doing that.
Yeah, thanks for not doing that.
I didn't think about it until right now, and I looked and I was like, oh yeah, you have -2 with Quan Shi Detective Agency. Yeah. I mean, y'all have 2 status with Kyoshi Town, which I keep forgetting about. Which means you're very well liked, despite the fact that you don't work there.
We don't work there. We don't live there, but everybody there
We
likes
do a lot
us.
of business with Kyoshi Town, I imagine.
And Duster does live. Duster is there as well as Zhu was, but he got taken out because the police were like, Central is like, you're probably compromised. We're gonna move you to a desk job here and replace you with other officers who are not from Kyoshi Town.
What? That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would they think that? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll get him back.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
Hashtag get John back. Jew.
Not Zhong. Zhu. Zhong. Get Zhong back? That's a bad idea.
No, we don't need that one. I'm really excited
We'll get him back for target practice.
I am excited to finally seize you eventually, Zhong.
Oh shit. You know, oh well, I know who Zhu got replaced by.
No. Of course. Oh,
I do want to see the scene
You
where we
probably asked for
get
that
Guoman
too.
and Goro back to the people that they want to be with.
Oh yeah, I think
And I need to talk to Goro for sure.
I think we'll have to do that next time.
Yeah,
so if somebody can
absolutely.
write that down, that would be awesome.
I'll put it on my. I'll put it in the case notes.
Awesome, thank you.
That's
Appreciate
great.
that. But yeah,
Good
that's
idea.
it. I think we can do like outros and stuff because we're a bit
Awesome.
over time. But
Yeah, why don't you start?
sure. Hi everybody, my name is Saint Guard. I was the GM for this, but also I am a variety streamer, and I am also the designer of this game, Republic City by Night. If you'd like to check out the game itself, you can follow me on Twitter at Saint Guardless. I'm using it with an LY at the end. It is the pinned tweet on my profile. I also have a Discord, but that isn't in this channel. So you can also follow me over on Instagram. I do my Inktober stuff there. It's also at St. Guard, which I'm using with LY. But usually you can find me over on my own channel, twitch.tv/St. Guard, doing video games. I was doing Darkest Dungeon earlier today. I'm going to be starting Disco Elysium tomorrow. So yeah, and that's usually at 10 a.m. Pacific on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because I changed my schedule. So now I have less because I'm doing job search things.
Good luck.
Thank you. But that's it for me. Yeah.
Let's jump over to Brooks.
What's happening? It's your boy Brooks. Let's go with it. Hi. I don't Twitch. I actually am now going to be getting into sketch comedy. So, my YouTube channel, 50% Sweaty, will be live. We're filming. We're going to start filming our first sketch. Me and 4 people are just going to be making the funny ha-has.
Awesome.
Nice.
Astini, what about you? Where are you at? What do you
Hi,
do?
I'm making notes, but hello. My name is Astani. I am, when I'm not here, being very reckless. You can find me over on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Astani, where I do variety streams and art streams. If you want to check out my art, check out my Patreon. If you want to check out my Inktobers, they're up on my Twitter right now, but they'll end up going up on my Patreon as well. So you can just Google my name. I'm all over the place.
Awesome. And Kai.
So,
Yeah. I think you're muted, Kelsa.
No?
Yeah, you're muted.
so
Hey Kai, how about you?
Yeah,
do
let's
your
try
outro?
It doesn't say I'm muted, and like
Now
Oh, that
you're
was
back.
weird. Yeah,
Now
you're back.
you're back.
I think the stream could hear me, even if you guys couldn't.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm Kai. I go by Kai the Gamer online, XAI the Gamer. That's my Twitter, and you can find me on Discord as well. Tomorrow, I get to play a game online because that's what I like to do. The Mad J is taking up the Burned Over system, and using the X-Men setting to do mutants versus demons as led by magic, and I am so darn excited about that. And like I said, I enjoy gaming online. I am starting up a community called Camp Nerdly Online for online gaming as well, and I am an organizer for Camp Nerdly. When our website is back up, you can find us at campnerdly.org.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm Kelsa. This is my channel. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. It's Kelsa Delphi. I've been working on Inktober. Spoilers, I don't think my friends are in the chat, so they can't be spoiled by this, but I'm almost done with the Inktober I've been working on. I'm super excited. This is 2 characters from my offline Scum and Villainy game, like being super sweet and cute together.
Nice. Oh, got a pompadour.
Oh,
Coming out
he's got
really
the biggest
nicely.
pompadour. Like that's a character trait, like the biggest pompadour. And like
yeah.
for this particular scene, it was like, okay, how have you guys changed in this time skip? And he was like, I have an even bigger pompadour, and I was like, of course you do. But I play role playing games on the internet. You can find me on this channel for Republic City by Night on Saturdays. Most Sundays, I am over at AP Gaming Real, where we play. I got this. Game of Thrones House War. Every single time I space on the name of that game. I don't know why. Every other Monday, right here, is Consumed, which is a very strange game about being reality TV stars for Eldritch Horrors. It's bizarre. The system is under development and had some major changes last week. But I'm really looking forward to that game. It's a lot of fun. This is our off week coming up, but you will see our unreeling on YouTube, and that'll be fun. And then Tuesdays, I am over on the Greyhawk channel playing D&D with my boy Bajko, half-orc barbarian. Lots of fun. And then on Thursdays is my favorite game to GM. Sorry, other Scum and Villainy crew, although I really love them too. I really love GMing Scum and Villainy. That's really what it boils down to. I have done 3 pieces of fan art for this. Let's see. I did 5 pieces of fan art for the Packet Lost crew. That's the Thursday game that gets streamed. And I've done 3 pieces of fan art so far, including the one I'm just working on for Hot Takes and Fast Jokes, which is the one that is offline on Wednesdays. But yes, and their ship is called Hot Takes, and their shuttle that they use to get places is called Fast Jokes. We keep this game very seriously.
Good.
It's real good. Anyway, thank you all for coming out. If you haven't already, please remember to follow Etcetera's. I'm going to kick us over to some beautiful music by Drummer Boy to lead us out of here. I hope you all have a great night.
Oh.